Hello everyone and welcome to the third of 4 installments of a very special RuneScape Dungeons & Dragons adventure. My name's Chris and I'm a professional games master from rolldark.co.uk. Tonight I'll be guiding 4 RuneScape influencers through the Elder God Wars in Gielinor. Last time things got a little chilly in the Glacier front, but our heroes were successful with a last minute save from their generals. Let's recap each of our players, shall we, in wonderful dress, again may I say, starting to my left with NY Channel. My left, sorry, with NY Channel.
Right.
Close enough.
Hello. Yeah. So my name is NY Channel. I'm playing Carol Aaron, a mother of 3, 46 years young, a devout Seridomus who is twice divorced. Her hobbies include wine tasting, Bible study, picnics in Falador Park with her puppy Betsy, and showing others how to do it in the bake sale. Yeah, that's my gal right now. I need more wine.
We're going to have a little bit of character development from Carol this week, aren't we? I think.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you might
Little bit.
You might see a little snippet of her background as a mother of 3. Who knows? You might feel a little bit for Carol this week, but you know.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to pass it over to Jaxis.
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Jaxis, and I think Saradomin sucks because I am Tamor, the Zamorakian demon. And, yeah, I said it, NY.
All right.
Apparently, it is Tragic Backstory Week, so I can't wait to hear what Carol Aaron has in store for us this week.
It's gonna get real tragic, all right?
Oh, yes. And last week, me and Gossip finally became friends. So I count that as a new hobby.
That's, for your character, for Tamor, that probably is a hobby for sure. Like, this is some real development. But that's a good segue onto Gossip.
That's so sweet. I'm just kidding. My name is Gossip Crawl. I'm playing Myron. I am playing a elf fighter, and before I did not like Tamor at all. Tamor was kind of a bully, and then you know what? Tamor was in a bit of a struggle, and you know what? Tamor needed a friend. And I decided to be that friend and save Tamor, and I could tolerate Tamor now. Like, I think we're cool. I think we're great. I don't know about everybody else. I think everybody else kind of sucks, but I think Tamor is pretty cool.
On that we can agree.
Yes, we're friends now.
Nice.
And finally, available for everybody's birthdays and bar mitzvahs. It's big. No, it's Cathar. Sorry, Cathar. Your costume is so good. I almost thought you were on Sesame Street. I'm so sorry. Over to you, sir.
Oh God! How do you follow that up?
The game hasn't even started yet. We're already picking on him.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Cathar, and welcome back to another awesome session of D&D with Chris. I play Tika, the Avianzi Bard, and I'm hoping that today is the day that I just don't have a mental breakdown, because I'm molting. These just come out now whenever they feel like it. I can't handle the stress. I want a nice, calm, smooth, easy adventure.
With the frizz? No way.
With these folks?
In this economy?
Not.
In this economy.
One can dream.
Okay. Well, I appreciate, because, like, you chose those feathers again, Cathar? Let's have a look at those.
Oh, God.
Well, you've definitely got older, because I can see your feathers have gone, like, a lighter color. So that the whole adventure's aged you by 10 years. It's like you've become a president. Oh, my goodness. This is no good for anybody, guys. I'm sorry. Oh. Well, you were saved by our flying generals before your bodies were dashed on the rocks and water below. And now, we're going to talk to you a little bit about your third front, as explained by Gielinor. Heroes, you did well on the aqueduct, but a most hideous plague has run rampant, headed up by the evil Croesus. To allow the heroes of Gielinor to succeed, you must travel to a graveyard nearby and deal with a secret lab underneath. But to enter the lab, you'll need to get 4 kilograms of spores and mushrooms from various crypts around the graveyard. And of course, we'll need to protect you. At that point, a large well-being spell comes through. MY channel, Carol would recognize this instantly, as you have a protection from poison. Now, I know that Carol has her own protection from poison this week. Why don't you show everybody, just in case something happens there?
Don't worry, guys.
Oh
Carol's
no!
protected.
I love it.
Oh god.
That's so good.
In this economy.
In
Your
this
head,
economy?
your phones are. In this
take
economy,
your
you can
time.
only use so many spell slots. Okay? Carol's got her own thing. There we go.
Now, was this a PTA group activity, or did everybody make one, Carol, or, is this just for you? Is this a solo project?
After hearing the scare in our doing with the plague, she prepared a little bit, she's ready to protect her kids and be very responsible with any disease that comes to Falador.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you have that. So, the
Thank
spell
you.
washes over you all, and you feel protected. Gielinor begins to speak to you. Now, you will only have 4 hours on this spell, and once you have the right amount of the myco mushrooms, head to the crypt in the east and place on the scales. This will allow you to enter the lab underneath and destroy whatever foul evil is brewing in there. Now, we have sent spies across already to the graveyard. And they tell us that each of these mushrooms that you'll need, this particular fungi, are going to be guarded by particularly skillful challengers. So skillful that we've actually sent 7 spies and only 1 has come back. But I'm sure that you'll all be fine.
Oh.
And
Right.
so, let's head you wonderful folk over to the graveyard, shall we?
Okay.
My favorite place.
I'm so excited.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
I mean,
Yeah.
you guys will be fine, I'm sure. Taymor's in demon form for some reason, so I have no idea why.
me.
Good look on you,
Never
Tamor.
mind. Sorry, guys.
Get away
False
to
alarm.
disease.
I'll change you back. It's fine. We'll get you now. It's okay. Dunk. There we are. You guys have all been given a long rest, by the way, because frankly, you'll probably need it. And so all of your spell slots, it's all back. You're all okay to carry on. You've got full health for a brand new adventure. The healing powers of the cathedral have provided you once again with the resources needed to head on forwards. So, with this in mind, what would you like to do? You can see the graves and this thick, cloying green mist. And you kind of... But the spell seems to protect you just as you feel like you're about to choke and cough up a little bit too hard. Cleanses, and you're fine again. But from time to time, it breaks the concentration. And you can see these 3 kind of crypts ahead of you. 1 to the north, and 2 to the south, and then a rather large building all the way over on the east. In the middle are graves, rows upon rows upon rows of graves. And all the vegetation seems to have died out, except for spores and fungi, which seem to be growing everywhere. But none of the precious mycofungi which you guys need. So, Cathar, how often have you guys, the Aviancy, like, how do you deal with fungi in general? Like, what's the go-to there? Do you make a nice risotto, or how do you handle it?
On Abaddon, there's not very many different species of fungus, and it happens to be that we've lucked out, and many of them are edible. We actually would, cook many different fine dishes, mixing fungus into meals. And in terms of dangerous fungus, I can't say I have much experience with it. But tread carefully, everyone. We don't want a repeat of the glacier front.
Yeah,
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, really.
How are you guys finding? Like, it was pretty shook up at the end there, right? Like, gossip. How's Myron feeling after being plucked out of the air at the last minute?
I was ready. I was ready to take it on. I got a team to look after, right? But it was nice to fly. It was kind of cool. It was really cool.
For once.
For once, I don't think I want to have that happen again, though. Bring it on.
That's nice.
You see, Carol's
Also,
been,
Chris.
go on.
I'm so sorry. Julie, you can go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, Carol's been on a very high tower in the White Knight Castle before, but nothing was like flying. And she doesn't want to do it again, frankly. That is all. Go on.
Go for it, Jaxus.
Well, first of all, this is actually like a game thing. I can't see my character on my screen. And two, are you sure you have the right Tamor token on? I think that may be the old model.
Let me double check. Cathari,
That
you
is
the
the old
same?
model.
Oh, yeah, I can't. Same here. Can't see anything.
You guys try
You can't see anything.
refreshing just for a minute?
Yeah, let me
sure.
refresh. Before we get too hot and heavy into the lore.
Lore.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that better? Is that the right token?
That looks like the right token.
Yeah, that's the demon form token.
That's
Is there
demon.
the newer humanoid version?
Oh, there. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why it changed over to that. There you go. Is that better?
Oh, that's okay. Yes, perfect. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
right.
Yep, that's
No worries.
Hey,
That's all right.
I can see
Black
you again. I have eyes.
Okay.
Now we can see Tamor. Okay.
Let me just change one thing on your name here because I didn't bring that up. There you go. Now everyone can see that it's Tika. Okay.
Yes.
So
Okay,
let's
everything's
carry on.
Yeah.
So
Um,
obviously, Jaxus, everybody's a little bit freaky, a little bit scared. You're a flyer, right? Like, you and Tika are flyers. How did you, like, you've dealt with demons before? You wouldn't have had an issue with that, right?
Not necessarily. My main issue was just the actual general of all things demon carrying me in his claws. That was a bit intimidating, I will admit. He's a rather large man. I
Oh.
am not very large at all. Now I know how prey feels.
I was going to say, was it like a hawk carrying a small mouse kind of thing? Like gliding
hated
over
it.
the aqueduct?
Never want to feel that weak again.
Oh, I see. A real power play, okay. Well, you guys are free
Yeah.
to explore the graveyard.
Okay.
Right.
Explore, I shall.
Want to brush my hand like through one of the bushes on the side, and I'll just kind of say absent-mindedly, I've been to this place before. Shame it fell to disrepair.
Okay.
What's
Well,
it like?
I think I'll respond to that. Can I say you've been here before? You care to elaborate?
Well, this is the Zerosian Empire, after all. We demons were Zerosian before Zamorak so lovingly released us from that slavery. Not that I was anything special.
The place seems great.
Everyone knew of the graveyard.
Say you weren't
Well,
anything
Liam's
special,
here.
but What was your role, if you don't mind me asking?
Haven't you noticed all of the demons that you've ever seen in Gielinor are strong and large and use very, very sharp objects in their fighting? I use
Strong?
none of it. I'm not strong, and therefore not useful to demon kind. No one needed my intelligence. No one needed my charisma. I had to show them the hard way. So there I was, peddling wares. And finally, Zerosian Empire falls, Saradominus rise. Things happen. Adventurers come and go. I'm used as a seller and a peddler of wooden planks and nails and bones. I've become quite an expert, actually. Very handy tricks of the trade. I'm just glad to finally be doing something useful.
A shout from the distance. Hey guys, I think I found something.
Oh.
Wander over to, where is Cathar?
So Cathar's
literally
right
cannot
over
do
on the
that.
east.
Oh, he's over here.
Mausoleum
as you-
seems
As you very happily
grander.
step over many graves,
Excuse me.
Just
Never mind.
trample over him, dude. No respect.
I took the pathway unlike you heathens.
so this is a much bigger, like a much bigger crypt than the smaller three that you've seen, and presumably, that's what Zuliana was talking about, right? Like this big structure. And sure enough, just inside, and I'll describe this for you guys as we will with most of the challenges you'll face tonight. There's a large weighing scale and a huge stone door just beside it.
So this is what we need the mushrooms for.
This is what we need the mushrooms for. Where the heck
And
are the
where are the
mushrooms?
mushrooms?
Now,
Step
do you
on
guys
them?
want to take a special look at the scale, or do you want to carry on and see?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
I'd like to
Take a look at the scale.
examine the scale real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's, how do you guys want to look at it? Do you want to do, like, Arcana? Because presumably,
Hmm.
4 kilograms of
I'll do
mushrooms is the same as, like, 4 of the others. Right, let's start with Tamor with an Arcana check. Let's see what you can figure out.
Ba-da-doo.
Okay,
Never mind.
so Tamor rolls a 3 and adds the 3 on. Well, Tamor can tell that this is a scale. It's a
scale, guys.
She's
It's a
definitely
scale,
seen scales before, but that's about what you're going to get. Would anybody else like to look at it in a different manner at all, or?
I would like
I'll
to
give it a
try.
try. Alright, I'll let
Can I give
Myron
it
go,
a-
because
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, I mean, if you want to go, you can go first. It's okay.
What are we gonna
thank
do?
you, thank you. You know what? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
go.
You're in the
It's
PTA
good.
meeting after all, so.
Let's
yeah,
go,
of
let's
course. It's a scale.
Carol is
Mm.
this like if you were making a cake for the bake sale, right? Like you'd use this.
Right.
Oh my
This would be
lord.
nice.
Okay.
This is going so well.
So that we've had a
Nice.
6 and a 3. Can we have somebody who can roll now, please? Would that be okay? Can we?
Gossip, nat
So-
20, come on, do it.
Let's go. No, here's a
Oh.
question. Does it have to be Arcana? Or can it
No,
be...
you can have investigation, or you tell me what you'd be looking for in the scale. And I'll figure out the check. Like, how are you gonna...
What about...
Like, you,
what about...
the history of scales through the years, or...
I was thinking history, as in, like... Yes.
Have you seen this sort of thing before, I guess?
Have I seen
Yeah.
this before? Do I happen to
Like-
know of, like, a general origin? Or...
general kind of knowledge about it. Okay.
Yeah, just like
We'll do
a
a
basic
history.
knowledge. Let's do it. I'm so excited. Oh my god, watch me get it too.
Watch, the luck is gonna come through.
Oh,
Let's
Oh,
go!
it's gonna be
Let's
one of
go!
those
Chris,
days.
you called it. You called
At
it.
last, at long last, the
Finally.
mighty
I'm just gonna-
fall.
I'm just gonna look at. I'm just gonna look at the scale and go. It's. You guys see that? It takes up a lot of space.
There's no scales here.
It's for
I see no
baking, right?
dragon scales on this thing.
Congratulations on
Baking.
defeating two of the hardest challenges in Gielinor and then being defeated by a set of scales, by the way. This is top tier, guys. This is...
Alright, guys. Alright. I'm the only one left. And to keep to the theme of nobody doing the same thing twice, I want to run an insight check on it.
Oh, an
Or
insight.
investigation.
Insight?
Yeah, we can
Well,
do
what-
insight. I'll put them both
or
up and you
perception.
decide.
Yeah. I'll do insight. There we go.
I love the implication that there's just
Oh,
one brain
yeah!
cell bouncing between the yes. Except for Cathar.
Everybody's just walking up, looking at it, going, "Yeah, it's a scale." Walking back, someone down. Oh god. Okay.
Tika
So-
brain this.
There is no smooth brain here. So the insight that you get there, Cathar, is phenomenal. Like, you just look at it and you're like, okay, so this has a porous bottom, and there's magical elements to it. So presumably, when you put the spores in, they rub slightly along the porous bottom, and that allows a certain gas to come out, which will then allow the scales to sink, which there's a mechanism which will open the door. There's no handle on the door or anything like that, but it's very clearly marked out in front of you. And you can tell that, yes, this is the scale that you need to find that weight of mushrooms for, presumably from 3 challenges in and around the graveyard. So well
Okay,
done.
well,
Well
guys.
done. Cathar has won the day, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. All right, I'm going home, guys. I did great.
You did your job.
In all honesty, okay, guys, it's safe to assume we're not going to be able to trick these scales. We're actually going to need to bring the fungus, and we have to go find it.
That is fine.
Very well.
I
Shall
think
we
fun
split the
goodies
party?
Yeah!
Oh, yeah. Never split the bucket.
Chris
Yay,
is like,
party
"Don't
split."
do it.
Why would you do this to me, guys? What's the...
He's got the evil
Content.
hood on. He wants the opportunity to ruin our lives. Give it to him.
Oh,
It's like-
Panic with
100%.
everything.
He's British,
He's the
make
fourth
him
one anyway.
suffer.
No.
Tika. Hang on,
Bro.
before
Yes.
you walk away, Tika. You're the one
Yes.
with wings. Would you mind flying higher and see what you can see from a distance?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I go
Place
too.
straight up.
So there's almost like a and you come out of the other side of this green noxious gas, and although you're protected from it, you kind of breathe in suddenly that fresh air again, and you're very happy for it. And you can see clearly now that this gas, unfortunately, when you've thrown through it, also obfuscates everything down below you, so you're unable to see beyond the green clouds that are
Okay.
masking the graveyard. But you are glad for the fresh air, at least.
Unfortunately, the fog is too thick to see through. It looks like we're gonna have to do this on foot. But there's this bad boy right here.
Sure.
Oh, that's awfully convenient.
That's oddly in character. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
So
let's have a look at the first of 3 challenges for tonight. You enter this crypt in front of you, and there's a cage on the floor. And the cage looks to be on a rather unsteady kind of bottom. But inside the cage is a bag, and you can just make out the myco mushrooms inside them. Now, they're within another smaller cage, but that looks to be set to a chain that goes up through the bigger cage. So, I will pass it over to you guys. Cage has a door on it, so you can go in, and you should be able to lift up, presumably, the other cage inside it. Cageception.
Cageception.
Hmm.
Okay. Hang
You
on.
can call
I'm
him Nicholas
having
if you
trouble
wish.
visualizing this.
Cage in a cage.
Ah.
No, though.
Okay,
So-
so it's a big cage with a little cage inside? Is that
Mhm.
correct?
Yeah, so like these are
Well,
both
cages
steel.
depending
So
on the
there's a
chain.
small cage, maybe the size of like a shoebox, And inside that and that's rated. So inside that you can see an open sack of mushrooms. It's quite heavy. Now on the other side, on the outside of that is a much bigger cage that would easily fit 4 to 8 people inside. So roughly the size of the entirety of the tomb in front of you. So the larger cage is maybe 20 feet by 20 feet. To be able to go in, there's a door, easily openable, doesn't appear to be any lock or anything like that. And inside is this smaller cage, and there's a huge interlocking rusty chain that goes up through the larger cage in the middle and into the ceiling.
Okay.
Now, as a pet owner, I have seen this sort of cage before, and I have the feeling it's a trap.
Does Carol cage her dogs? Does she cage train?
Yeah, she does. Once in a while when Betsy's being a little rowdy, she will take a bone, toss it in there, he'll go right at her.
What a great name.
But yeah, when it comes to can I look at the door of the cage? Can I inspect it a little bit, get a little closer?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
So the door of the cage is just like the smaller cage inside. The chain that comes off of that, is rusty, but it seems in good order. Like you can kind of see that it would crink open and crink close, but it all seems fine for the most part.
Right. Okay. I do have what's it called? Can I rip off a piece of my rope and just lightly tie the cage open so that it doesn't close behind us when we enter?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So you take a small piece of rope, you open the cage door, and you kind of tie it up, no problem at all. And so the cage door is now open and it's swung 180 degrees round, and on the outside of the cage, it's all tied up.
Okay.
I think it's safe to go in, guys.
Hang on.
Yeah?
Wait.
I don't think all of us need to go in there.
Can I pick up a pebble from the ground and just toss it inside the bigger cage?
Sure. So you toss the pebble inside, it bounces off, dum, 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 dum. Nothing really happens. Nothing moves, nothing changes.
Okay.
I feel like this is too easy.
Who's first?
I'll go first.
Okay, perfect. I believe in you, Myron. I pat her back.
Claw behind Myron and just kind of pushing her forward. And yeah, by all means, go ahead.
Myron, no. I need a perception check when you first go into the cage, please.
I didn't think I'd get this far. Okay.
This is not like a saving throw yet.
Boy.
It's good. Nothing bad's going to happen that you can tell. But in each corner of the cage are 4 very obvious pressure plates.
I'm gonna look at the group from behind and just be very careful and just say, hey, be very, very careful in all 4 corners. If you press it, something is going to happen. I can't guarantee what it's gonna be, but just don't step in the corners. Be very, very careful.
Although, what if we have to step in the corners to lift the cage so we could get the?
I don't know. I mean, we could try. I mean, I could just try to. So how far is the bag of mushrooms from me?
The bag of mushrooms is in the dead center of this 20-foot by 20-foot piece, and they're underneath the other cage, which is on this interlinking steel chain that goes up through the ceiling of the large cage, which you're now inside.
You know what, Miss PTA meeting? I think you're right.
I always am.
It's okay. Well, I didn't mean to. Oh no. No, you're right though. There's 4 of us. There's 4 plates. This mushroom is guarded. We got to do something. And remember, we're timed with being able to breathe in this crazy green gross smell. So we kind of have to act quickly. So we have to work together.
Go on.
Well, I can't be in 4 places at once.
All right, well, let's
Chris, I'd like to walk
then.
around the outside of the cage. I don't go in. I walk around to the opposite.
Like you're walking
one of
around the
corners on
outside, right?
outside. Yes.
Oh.
Sure.
I didn't go in. I'm walking around the outside.
Yeah, no, I've got you. Okay. Are you doing anything, or are you looking for anything in particular, or
No.
you
I'm going to be
tapping
waiting
it
outside
on the
one of
way?
the corners.
Okay.
Yeah, that too. Like my claws, just like
Oh.
chink, 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 chink.
I see what
But,
you're doing.
okay.
Myron,
Yeah, I'm
come
gonna
out
be
here and-
waiting.
Come out?
I'm
Eh.
waiting on the outside of one of the corners. No, by all
Okay.
means, you all can stay inside.
She just wants
So
to keep us in here.
from memory, it's only Myron and Tika who are inside at the moment.
Yeah.
So what I think what Temor is doing is we can press down on the pressure plates with our feet from the outside of the cage.
But this is
Huh.
this
Good, we
makes
could
sense.
try.
But what happens if when we do that, the door actually closes and this rope doesn't last? And then we're stuck out here and those mushrooms are in there and there's no way to get in.
I'd like to
Could be
cast
right.
Mage Hand.
Oh, okay.
I present a solution.
Cheeky.
Sure.
What could
Oh,
work?
yeah.
Okay. So what are you
You
doing
just gotta
with the
one of
mage
you wants
hand?
to stay inside. Say again?
What are you doing with the mage hand?
It just hovers for a second.
Just in
I just
front
want
of you.
to show.
You're making shadow puppets, or okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm actually making bunnies to myself.
Okay.
I can't with you.
The Kodak moment.
So
I fist bump
Jaxus
the
has a
mage
plan.
hand.
So I'm
Table,
gonna-
Jaxus is going to keep Amor outside. What about you other guys?
I think I'm gonna
Well,
look at
I'm
Tika.
going- I'm going in so I can at least investigate further.
Okay.
I want to
to
examine
do?
one of the pressure plates. If I could run
Sure.
like a what kind of check? If I could run a perception check on one of the pressure plates.
So perception is more like if you notice something, like almost passively.
Then
But I don't mind investigation if you're
say, yeah.
looking actively.
yeah, I would say investigation then.
Yeah, let's do investigation. Like you're actively checking it, right? You're looking around it.
Yeah.
Okay, 9. That's not so bad. So, from what you can tell, there's certainly something mechanical going on here. Like, potentially could be connected to something else, but you're not 100% on it.
I'm
Okay.
gonna step
You
on
know
it.
what? Carol will do the same. I actually think it is smart to, I think it's okay for Temor to be outside because like it's nice to have one person on the outside while all of us are inside. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I'm
So
gonna full send it. I'm gonna step on this thing.
All right.
you step and nothing happens.
Great.
There's a visible, like it does go down. It decreases into the ground, but it's almost like it stops because something's missing, and you hear it click, and that's it. Are you doing the same, MY?
Yes. I'm gonna hop
Okay.
on.
There's another click, and this time a little bit more like like the gears trying to move. Now you guys are inside. What about you, Gossip?
I want to step on the other pressure plate. And
From the
I'm just
inside or from the outside?
I'm scared.
You're a tank. Be on the inside.
Oof. You have
know,
the
I
most
was like-
AC. It would be prudent for you to stay inside.
Yeah,
I
we're
was
both
thinking I
kind of
wanna stay
squishy.
inside, but at the same time, I'm like, what would happen if I was on the outside? No, I'm gonna stay on the inside, but I'm just gonna instinctively just like hold a part of my sword just in case I need to get ready, just out of
Okay.
pure instinct.
Sure. So you stand on it as well. So there's a further grind. Now, Jaxus, are you going to instruct your mage hand to put the pressure on the plate?
Yes.
Okay. So the final piece of pressure goes. Instantly, there's a blinding flash of light as the rust clears from the outside of the cage. The smaller cage inside lifts up, and the mushrooms are free in the middle.
I'm gonna. I
I'm gonna
think
walk
this is
towards
a
it.
trap.
I'll go.
Grab the mushroom. Yeah. Do it.
So you're standing off the pressure plate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cage.
right.
See.
The cage for the mushrooms falls straight back down on top of them.
Yeah.
Ah.
Can
Guys, I
can
got
I
it.
replace the mage? Well, I want to keep Mage Hand active, but can I
Mhm.
shove my like hooved foot through the bars of the cage to stand on the pressure plate?
Sure, you can do that.
Okay.
And the mage hand to get the mushrooms.
Yes.
Okay. So all four are down. The cage raises up again, and the mage hand picks up the mushrooms underneath, moves it to one side. I'm guessing.
Yes. Out the door.
And at that moment,
Or-
I'm going to need Jaxis to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh God. All
You
right.
got it, buddy.
Well, don't worry, guys.
Hey.
I'm
nice.
incredible.
Let's go.
No problem.
I'm incredible.
I am
Jaxis,
amazing.
Tamor,
Oh my god.
with deft skill, realizes exactly what's going on and quickly moves their boot out of the way as the cage with your three compatriots shoots down into the ground 20 foot. And the floor
Oh,
below them begins to fill with water.
Ah.
Now, you have the mushrooms. We're gonna run what's called a skill challenge in Dungeons and Dragons. So a skill challenge is where you need to get a certain amount of successes to do something. In this case, it's breaking out the cage and getting to safety before you drown. So, you've got a certain number of successes, but if you fail throughout, then the task is failed, and obviously things will go wrong. So, who wants to go first? Who wants to try and escape from this prison that's slowly filling up with water? Jaxis can help as well, because you can see the cage down there, Jaxis. So if there's something you want to
Yes,
do,
I can.
you can absolutely
okay.
help. Sorry, guys. I feel so mean.
This was my plan. I didn't think about it.
I
Okay,
did
I love
I
how
wish I had some way to teleport you out.
Um.
Tika, how much can you hold?
Okay.
Not enough.
Okay.
Not enough.
I'm a good climber. Don't worry about me.
So the water, this is in real time, is now up to your ankles, and it's quickly rising up from the stream, which
Okay.
appears to be coming out of a small place. So to your side of the cage, there's a sewer pipe which is gushing out this rancid, green, fetid water, similar to
Oh,
what was in
great.
the sewers on the first node on front.
She's panicking.
Okay. I
No.
want
Like,
to run up to the door and examine it.
Okay, well, you're 20 feet under. The door is locked. And so you've shot down 20 feet like through a magical trapdoor.
Into the ground.
So you're into the ground down 20 feet. And so the dot in front of you just looks into like bare dirt right in front of you. The only other
I see,
piece that you
okay.
can see around on another side of the cage where water's gushing in from a sewer.
Okay, I'd like to try to escape.
Okay, what are you going to talk to me?
Okay, so the top, you described the cage as like a mesh, right?
Yeah, like a mesh steel metal.
And I'm assuming the ceiling of the cage is this material?
Yep, absolutely. As far as you can tell, it's steel.
I'd like to try and tear through it with the claws I got from our first session.
Ooh.
Mm.
See if it cut us way out.
Let's have you. Can you make me an attack roll, please? And let's see how well that affects it. So, as a general rule, if you hit on a natural 20, it counts as 2 successes, and obviously a natural 1 counts as 2 failures.
Okay, here we go.
Oh no. Oh no.
But it's not good enough to pierce the armor class, so that's 1 failure.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm going to summon my spiritual weapon and try to do the same.
Okay. let's go for that.
Yeah. Here we go.
Let's have an attack roll.
Oh, come on, dude! Wait, well, it's 10. Is that...
Timor's like, oh my gosh.
That's another failure, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Okay.
So at the moment, you have 0 successes and 2 failures.
Okay.
Okay, I got this. Leave it to me. I got it. I can do anything. Okay, so you've described that the door itself is kind of basically barred shut because of the water. But you said there was another partial-ish exit right over here on the side of the cage.
You can see a sewer pipe on the other side, but again, you're within the cage. So the sewer pipe has this water coming in. The sewer pipe's maybe about your waist height, and because it's a mesh, that's how the water's getting through. So if you're thinking of escaping into the sewer pipe, which I think you're maybe considering or something similar, you would have to get rid of the cage in front of you first, and then try and find a way through the pipe afterwards. All the while, there's going to be fresh water gushing through.
Okay. The only thing that's going through my mind
Tough.
is using my animated shield to cover up the side of the pipe to slow down the water.
That's a good idea.
Imagine. So I was thinking, if I could control it with my mind, obviously, just keep it there, slow it down, give us a little bit of extra time, and then we could try to get
Sure.
out of the door. I would like to use my. Oh, is that that's a bonus action? Oh, okay, so I want to use my animated shield.
So don't worry, this isn't combat, so you can do however you want to do it. You're not in initiative order or anything like that.
Okay, cool.
Now think about this. If you've got the say the sewer line there, and then you've got the cage there, you've got this gap there. So how are you going to get the shield from there beyond the cage and up against the pipe?
What? Just like put it on its side and just slide it through the bars, right?
I'm afraid that the mesh is a little bit too close together, because otherwise, if you could put a shield through there, you'd be able to post possibly Tika through there, because Tika's quite small and lithe.
I have a torch. What if I set it on fire? Is it like a cloth mesh? Is it like a metal
No,
mesh?
it's a steel mesh, like a steel mesh.
hate
I imagine
fear.
it's like hardcore chicken wire.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
have an idea. Okay,
so
Okay.
so I still have my fire gloves, right?
You do, yeah.
Oh,
So I would like
Ooh.
to heat up the metal bars, and
Okay.
That was my idea.
so that they're easier and more
Wait.
malleable. Yeah, maybe I should have looked at the
maybe
fire
you could.
button.
No, you can go ahead.
Let's
do it on the door.
let me think about this. How am I going to do this for you, Carol?
Rolling.
I'm going to get you to make a... What's your... It's like a melee attack, isn't it? So I'm going to get you to make a Constitution check, because you're quite close. We'll see like how well you can take the heat, if that makes sense, while you're putting this on, because you're heating the metal.
Come,
Got this.
bro.
What is happening? What is
What's happening?
happening?
We're all
Hey,
dying.
Timur, help!
Gossip, what have you done? All of our
So
energy
it's not
was
necessarily a
going to
failure.
sessions.
Oh, wait,
Stuck
wait.
with these guys.
It's not necessarily a failure, because
Mhm.
you've not caused anything bad to happen or anything like that. But certainly the gloves won't be usable again by you, because they're just overheating at this point.
Oh,
Timur,
I have a dumb idea. I have a dumb
Not hot
idea.
enough.
Okay.
I have a dumb
Wait,
idea.
wait,
and you guys-
wait. Okay, hold on. Leader position here, taking control. So, what part of the cage did you just heat up? Was it the ceiling?
like- Yeah.
Wait, yeah. Okay. Fuck. Okay, if the ceiling is weakened, the hardest hitter here needs to hit it now. Gossip, you get us through that ceiling, or we're all dead. No pressure.
Okay, I have an idea in regards to that. So, I
Okay.
might need your help. I might need your help.
Mm.
You can fly, right?
Yeah, but I got no
Yep.
room to fly. Anyway, continue.
Okay. What if? Okay. Obviously, I
Up
can't,
to your
like-
knees at this point, the water.
Ugh! I need to stand on your shoulders. Can I stand on your shoulders and use you as leverage? And I could punch
If
the thing with my.
if I may interject, if I may, there is another way
We're all making
Chris,
some-
I'd
Okay.
like to go demon form,
Okay.
Oh god.
and I'd like to jump down on top of the roof of the cage,
Lunging attack onto the cage. Do it.
which is
Very nice,
as
very
much
nice.
force in my hooves as I can possibly muster onto the
Let's get an athletics check, please. I'll put it in the chat for you.
I'm scared.
heckin' yeet. This may
Hold on.
sound very loud. Cover your ears. Please. Okay, that's not bad.
Nice.
It's good. It's the first success that you've had. You kind of feel so. You guys are all doing what you're doing down there. You're trying to get out. You're slashing the thing. You're a bit panicked, and you hear boom, as suddenly this huge demon falls and stamps her way onto there, and the metal begins to bend at the top. Now at this point, Jaxis, you're also now 10 feet down, so you could climb out, but the other guys. They're 20 feet down because the cage is about 10 feet, so you've got to think of that as well. So that's your first success. So you're on one
Yes.
success and 2 failures.
Now,
Okay, now.
can I do another thing, everyone, or does someone else have a plan?
I was gonna help you pull
your
the
thing.
metal
What's your
as it
thing?
just came down.
I have acid splash that I could use on the
Yeah.
bars.
Oh,
Get out of the way, everybody.
Okay, so I'd like. Yep.
Everybody get
Stand
underneath
back,
Gossip's
I yell
shield.
down.
I'm gonna hold my
Yeah.
shield up and
And I
protect us if that's okay.
okay, no problem.
I
So you,
force my
why
hand
don't you
down
put
and
your
cast acid splash?
and you're gonna have the animated shield underneath where that drops, so none of the acid drops onto you guys, Gossip, kind of thing. So it's like a protective barrier.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, do you want to put acid splash in the chat, Jaxis, and we'll
Yes, I do.
make sure that goes
There
on.
you go. Okay.
Okay.
And
So-
normal roll.
Yep. So that's the damage. That's all good. So of course 6 points of damage. That'd be enough for a success.
Okay.
Now it's an inanimate object, so we're gonna be nice and say that that's an automatic success for this time.
Yay.
So
Thank you, Chris.
it's the metal is stressed now, and it's beginning. Parts of it are beginning to corrode. So remember, I said at the start it was full of rust. You can see bits of it are now corroding underneath. That rust is gone. The corrosion is beginning to take place. So you've got 2 successes and 2 failures.
Can I add to that, since I see it corroding, since I have my shield, could I just like speed up the process and like push my shield to just get the metal away so we can get the heck out of here, like straight up like I don't
Attack
know.
it with your
In my
shield?
mind it was like
Yeah.
you might just kind of push up with my shield in hopes that the metal would just break open and we could just climb out.
So are you doing this in order because your shield has caught the acid and you're trying to push that against, or is this a brute force attack kind of thing?
Kind of a mixture of the two, if that's like so.
Okay.
Since
So
don't know,
rather
in
than
my mind it
do
made
an
sense.
attack, I get what you're saying. Rather than do an attack, this is 10 foot up, so I'm going to need a jump kind of ability from you. So I'm going to ask for an acrobatics check in the chat.
This is gonna look really cool if it works. This is
if
gonna look
it
so
works, Tamor and Myron back at it again.
If it works,
Let's go.
If it works, Nye has to draw it.
Yeah.
If it works, Nye has to draw it.
That's the.
Yeah.
I'll draw it if it works.
Okay,
So you better do it right.
I'm just gonna like
No pressure.
take a deep breath and like hold my crystal and be like, okay, just wait a
The
second.
crystals all work for Carol's friends, so I'm sure they'll work for you.
So it says that I have I'm proficient in acrobatics. Does that mean I have advantage or just it just rolls like
It means that you get an additional 2 to it, so you just roll as normal. Software will take rid of it. As the lithe elf that you are. That's a success.
Nice.
13 plus 5, that's an 18. You're
Oh,
on the
boy.
3 successes as you all see Myron jump up, pick the shield out of midair by slicing her hand in, go bang with a back fist and knocking it back up a little bit more. And you kind of see that corrosion as as it kind of gets towards you a little bit more, and it kind of bends in and out but the cage is still there, guys. Okay, you've got 3 successes, 2 failures. What are we going to try next?
And I stomp
Well,
on
my
it
spiritual
again.
weapon's still out. No, you go on.
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
Use the
Yeah,
meat
no,
hand.
I think that's the best bet. Yeah.
Can I give it a whack?
Yeah, sure. Because your spiritual weapon's
Stand
spiritual
back.
as well, you can just do a standard attack because it can go where you need it to.
Mm-hmm. All right. Moment. Cast spell.
I'll
And
put that
Like
because you've
easy
used
dragon.
2 on that. Oh no, you've got it. Okay.
yeah,
Hey.
Oh,
That is a very
Ooh.
solid hit. You're on 4
Ah.
successes.
nice.
No.
Another loud clang. As have you got your meat tenderizer there, Emma?
Hell yeah, I do.
The spiritual weapon comes up and now at this point it's up to thigh length, thigh height on the water. So you're gonna need to act quickly at this point, guys.
Question. Tamor, you're still on top, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm still in demon form.
Okay, so if I push and I do it one more time and you pull at the same time, we could rip off the ceiling and we could get out of
Ooh,
here.
I like it.
So on a
Think
count
so?
of 3, I'm gonna have to. I think so. I'm gonna have to stand on somebody's shoulders because there's no way. So
got you.
Tika, if that's okay, if I could
Yeah, me
climb
and
on your
Tika.
shoulders.
Oh.
Yeah, both
How
of you guys.
about
if
you
guys
stand on your shield?
Oh, there you go.
Oh my
Try
You
that.
can
god!
put-
Gonna use your
Forward,
You
shield.
can put your shield horizontal and you can stand it, right?
That's true.
And we'll
I
hold
could.
it up, yes.
That's right. Yeah, if we could do
Yeah.
that, and then we can. Then we have to work together. Like you have to use everything to yank it off, and I have to
Yep.
push really, really hard. And then as soon as that happens, we're gonna have to get them out, climb up. We're gonna have to really climb up this chain. We're gonna have
Okay.
to act quickly, but you're gonna have to trust me.
I'm going to
Let's do
ask for both of you to make an athletics check.
I'm
Yes,
scared.
sir.
Aye.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Oh.
Who's the strongest?
Hey.
That'll work.
So that's a double success. And at this point, the cage is on its last piece as you guys are pulling and pushing at the same time. And it's kind of like one good shove, and you guys will be able to get out of there. Or one good piece, or one good bit of work. It's corroded, it's nearly gone. What are you going to do next?
I
Can
just
I
stomp
just,
on
like,
it.
Crystal,
Yeah.
You're just going to
unless you wanted
stomp
to do
through?
something, Gossip. Gossip, did
Huh?
you have a better idea?
I was just gonna use my whole body and just kind of get my back into it since I'm already up there and just kind of. So that way the metal is pointed up this way for easy access and not down. So that way if we have to do like, oh, you get cut here, you lose some health or something like that. I'd
Sure.
rather it just be up so nobody gets hurt. So if you can
You
pull
think you can
with
do it?
me. Oh, well, I think I can do it. Absolutely.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So can we have a bit of music for this? A little bit of, you can do it, put your back into it.
Okay.
There we go.
Let's go.
Bard,
Okay, that's what I'm.
the music
gonna go for
plays.
Okay.
Is this another athletics
No.
check for the both of us?
Yeah, another athletics check.
Tamor,
Yep,
I
all right.
Let's see
swear.
how you
Roll
guys go.
If I... No.
Oh.
Okay.
After 2
So Myron,
There's acid on my hands now.
Okay.
so Myron manages to push through. Unfortunately, because it's a joint check, the cage smashes into Jaxis, who takes a small amount of damage, which we're going to roll for.
Ah!
It's okay. You're okay. Just brush it off. It's just a flesh wound.
Okay, that's slightly more than I thought. 11 points of damage, but Jaxis is
Wow.
also
It's the acid.
in demon form. So when it comes back out, Tamor will be renewed from the wild shape. So but more importantly, the cage bursts open, and there's a hole now big enough to get out. You've got Gossip Cole's shield, which is still horizontal, so you guys could climb out using that, and the chain going all the way to the top. Obviously, at this point, Jaxus, you can get the mushrooms if you wish from your mage hand, but the water is at waist height. So you guys, we're going to need one last check from all of you. Not Jaxus, obviously, but rest of you guys, a very easy acrobatics check to see if you can climb up and out of the pit that's quickly filling with water now. It seems to have sped up somewhat.
Can I make an athletics check? Like, assuming I'm doing brute strength to get out of there or nah?
Nope, acrobatics, I'm afraid, in this case.
Okay.
Well then.
Okay.
So when I roll,
Okay.
I want to do something as well after I roll, if that's okay.
Okay, go for it. Let's
Okay,
see what happens.
Well, I have an idea, and you're gonna be like, oh. Okay, what I want to do is I could still control my shield. I just want to just whoop, pick up, put it underneath Tika, and just lift him up the whole way.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Like an
lower bottom
elevator.
up the- like an elevator. Be like, you're a good bird.
No, what's gonna be great is I'm not gonna realize this is happening. It's gonna kind of sweep me off my feet, and you're just gonna hear as he like freaks out and grabs the fucking edges of the shield. Like, oh god,
You're a bird, not a duck.
Yeah.
That's the word, nerd.
So,
All right.
All right. We're good.
you guys have your first bag of the Myco mushrooms. Well done, guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. You've done a good job.
What I want to do
go.
is once we're up to the top, I just want to go up to. I want to go up to Tika because I've been studying the birds, right? Listening to how they are.
Oh, no.
I just want to pat it. I just want to pat him on the back and just. Just tweet like a bird. I don't know what I said if I said anything, but I'm trying to console this angry, upset bird.
Let's, Myron, I'm going to have you make me a history check right now, just to see if you
Oh my
understand how the language goes here. Or would you prefer performance? You can have either or. History or
You know what?
performance.
I'll let the dealer decide. What do you think?
I think performance, for sure.
You think performance?
Definitely. Do,
Okay,
make the
just like
performance check.
I'm just gonna-
Oh.
Oh, that'd be funny.
It's
Right on
legible.
one.
Like, it's legible.
It's
You
le-
didn't say anything about his mother. It's fine. You know, you've maybe used the wrong word for feather, but okay. You know,
It's
you're good.
okay.
Uh-oh.
It's
You
okay.
tried.
I thought it was clever.
You tried. I'm just gonna nod. You tried. Thank you.
Byron, this is a family-friendly stream.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe they're
I
team.
thought it was wholesome.
Never bringing you to my Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know if Thanksgiving is canon.
Oh my
gosh.
God. Don't say Thanksgiving dinner.
Okay,
in front of Tika.
We're all out of the cage. Did we get out of the room too with the mushrooms?
Yeah, the water gets to the top and you kind of see it rise, but it doesn't come any higher and it just sinks down again. So
That's
obviously you
traumatizing.
guys had just made your way out of something difficult. And that's the point of those skill challenges, just like in the Croesus front, right? You guys have to complete certain things by skilling, just like here. So yeah, that's what you could
No
probably
hitting
expect
things
a
till
few
they're
more
dead.
bits like that.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
I'd like to kind of rub my acid-covered hands now as I come out of demon form into normal form.
Are you okay?
Sure, we're not gonna need that
I've
again.
faced worse.
You're back
You're
at full
right.
health. You're all good.
Yay, I'm all
Alright, one down. Who knows how many to go?
You've
I'm
got
just
two
gonna-
more crypts that you can see. Now, guys,
Oh,
let's
dear.
have a little conversation here. Who was the MVP there?
Yep.
Who did the,
Oh,
who did the
no.
work?
I'm just kidding.
Well,
No,
I can
Carol!
already say it wasn't me. I contributed
No.
nothing.
Don't sell yourself short.
Well, the problem is
I,
all of us had something to do. It was just a matter of who could.
That's
Do it
right.
first.
It was you all. You were all part of a team. It was great teamwork. Well done.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Excellent
Exactly.
job.
There's my cocky self.
I'd like-
me.
Me.
I do want to look back at the rest of the team, kind of rubbing my hands and just smirk a little, and I say, I told you there was strength in chaos. And just keep walking.
Okay. We're not touching that.
Wait. I wanna catch up with Temor. Just hey, Temor.
Yes.
Before you said you're part of the Zarosian Empire, right?
Well,
A
little bit.
Right.
There, something
you
on your
were-
mind?
Yes. Just when you were part of the Zarosian Empire, were you hypnotized by that Zaros at all?
I see what you're saying. Being around him is very intoxicating, I must admit. But I, myself, have never been in close proximity with the Empty Lord too many times. Why do you ask?
Well, I just know someone who has been in proximity to him, and I just didn't know if there's a way to break it, to prevent it. Is it like a spell he casts? Is it a...
As far as I know, Zaros just is, and any near him simply fall to their knees in reverence. Why?
Yeah.
Who did you lose?
Well, my second husband was a temple knight. I think the news spread of what happened with them.
Ah, Zaros.
She drinks wine.
He was cowardly enough to steal someone else's army. If it makes you
More
feel
than
better,
cowardly.
you are not alone in your hatred of Zaros.
I'm glad to hear that. And well, even though we follow different gods, rather polar opposite gods, I suppose this whole thing is Zaros's creation, his mess. I guess I could take solace in knowing that we're all trying to fix it and stop whatever he created.
I like the sound of that. I want to put my big clawed hand on one of her big old shoulder pauldrons, and I'll say, we'll find a way to bring your husband back.
Thank you.
You guys.
Yeah, but one second. She kind of reaches into her little book purse and she takes out a little shot and pours a little wine for her and just goes, you like red wine?
I dabble. I'll take the little glass from her. It's so tiny in my claws.
Yeah, it's a shot glass.
I'll
It's
just-
like nothing crazy.
I'll raise the shot glass and I'll say, to freedom.
The freedom.
I'm gonna look over at them having a little dinner party. I'm gonna be like, can we stop having a dinner party and save the world?
Excuse you!
We're having conversation.
We're having an intimate conversation.
We're being timed.
Okay.
In the interest of
I
time,
popped in
ladies and
an
gentlemen.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Well, now,
what was
wasn't that-
Lord?
Wasn't that a great bit of story and lore all at once? I love it.
Hey. You know we
Lord,
love that
there's-
lore.
Lord.
Lord.
Wholesome campaign.
The deep lore of Carol Aaron. Yes.
Carol.
Her second husband, the Temple Knight.
I love how she just like drank her wine afterwards. She's like, he's gone. Okay.
It's fine. It's actually fine. I'm so happy.
It's fine.
It's
You know,
fine.
3 children. He just, decided to
Aw,
pick
and a
Zaros, but,
dog.
who am I to judge?
Frickin' Zaros. Right, guys? All my homies hate Zaros.
All my homies
Yeah, all
hate
my homies
Zaros.
hate Zero.
All my
Yeah.
homies
Right.
hate Zaros.
Screw that guy.
All right, what are we looking at here? What do we got? What do we got?
Okay, so the second crypt inside. You guys enter this crypt, and it's small. But inside, although it looks square on the outside, the walls have been turned into a septagon, a 7-sided room. There's a statue in the middle, made of stone, of a 7-armed woman, holding 3 arms up in the air with their palms held upward. She also has 4 arms at her waist, held outward, with their palms upward as if to hold something. Engraved on her chest crudely, with a sharp tool, is the phrase, "Give me many lies, or you will be the next one who dies."
Me many lies.
Give me many lies, or you will be the next who dies. On the floor are 7 circular tiles, numbered 1 to 7, which are strewn about randomly.
Okay.
Interesting.
Can I
My
approach?
mind.
What's his number 1?
Hmm?
Can I approach?
Say again,
this
sorry?
as number 1?
The tile? Yeah, sure. So these are small tiles, maybe the size of like an Xbox controller or something. He says, looking around his desk frantically, and you'd be able to, and they're marked with the numbers. So you approach the number 1. It's a white square, and it's just got the number 1 in numerals.
If I lift it, there's no way to lift it. There's nothing underneath. No.
Oh yeah, you can lift the. Yeah, no, it looks fine. It just looks like a plain tile.
And
Can
looking at the
I
walls,
make an
is there
Arcana
anything-
check?
Yeah, sure. What?
Or I'll go.
Go on,
Yeah.
Julia, sir.
I'd like to make an Arcana check on the statue while she's doing this.
Yeah, sure. What kind of thing are you looking to see? If it's magical, are you looking to see? What sort of thing are you looking for there, Jaxis?
Mostly, yeah. What kind of magic is behind this? If there's no magic, it's probably machinery, like the last one. But like, is it trapped with glyphs or something? You know, things like that.
Okay.
Never mind.
It's a statue.
Cool.
It's got 7 arms.
Yep.
I can count to
That's
7.
pretty neat. Hey, wow. 1, 2.
How many claws
Three.
does Tamor have on each hand? How many digits on each claw?
1, 2.
Who's the count?
I'm just gonna be in the background.
3.
You're doing great.
I went to demon college. I worked as a freaking clerk and a demon butler. I know how to count.
Was it a technical
You're not
college?
very fast.
It was a trade school.
Oh.
Hey, I actually went to a trade school. Don't do that to me.
Too real.
I used to be a
I
carpenter.
got my liberal arts degree.
Oh no.
Just happy to be included.
I'm just happy to
But
be here.
okay, here's a question. Looking at the 7-sided walls, is there anything interesting about those, or are they just 7-sided?
It's just, there's just 7 walls around you. Presumably, everything is about 7 because there are 7 hands.
I wonder if we actually need to tell lies in this room every single step of the way. We cannot tell the truth because that's where my mind is going. I think that at each pedestal, or like every little, we need to stay a lie in order to get.
Can I walk? Wait,
That's not
I'm
hard.
already kind of in the center of the room. I hear Myron thinking out loud, and I just want to tilt my head back and yell out into the open air, Zeros is a great guy who deserves all the love in the world.
I'm just gonna stare blankly, like.
What's
Like you didn't
lies?
get your own idea.
Did anything happen?
Did anything happen?
Nothing happens, I'm afraid.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted.
That's exactly what I wanted.
What
You
you
tell the
do?
truth.
This is obviously a
Oh.
Zerosian construct. Do you think heresy is going to fly in this place? I just wanted to see what would happen.
Alright, right.
So can
Okay.
I get a repeat of what I need 7 lies or you also will die?
Sure. So on the chest, crudely with a sharp tool, is the phrase, "Give me many lies, or you will be the next who dies."
What if we try placing a tile on a hand? Maybe that'll prompt something to give us another clue.
Give us an idea where we're going, yeah. Okay, which tile should we pick?
I suppose we should start with
probably.
1. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know if the rest of you learned to count. That's usually where numbers start.
But that's already in the school
Okay.
district that taught me how to count.
I'm just
Little
gonna walk
arts
by.
major.
I'm gonna walk in, right, and go to the thing, and I'm gonna go right by Tamer, go 1, 2,
One tile.
Tika, does this invoke any memories of a previous career that you once had on television? What's the
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
There might have been a kids show on Abana, or the younglings. It might have
Were there
involved.
vampires on Abana?
They might have picked me for my vibrant blue feathers, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about tile.
I didn't know
True,
you were standing in the
right.
presence of a celebrity.
Damn right.
Very drastically.
Oh God.
What is happening?
You guys are
I don't
killing
know.
me. This is
What the
Oh,
tile
seriously,
man.
if anybody would like to hire me for their birthday parties, I have a clown costume. It's just anybody hire me. I'll take any payment. I'll work for free. Thank you.
Who are you
Why
talking
are they
to?
accept feathers? We're just gonna look around.
Tika's a little cat.
I said there were 7 walls, not to break the 4th wall. But
Tika goes over and punches the 4th wall. It doesn't break.
You can email me at
Yes, I would like to
at
lift a
armadaleisawesome.com. Yeah.
I lift the tile and I place it in one of the hands.
what tile and which hand? So there are 4
Oh, I like it.
outstretched.
They're 4 outstretched. I guess the one on the lower left?
So there are 4. They're all at even, in front like this. So there's 2 on the outside and then 1 there. So they're
So,
all at a
the
rough
left-
time. So
the left-
you're
on the
placing
way
the
to the
1 in
left.
the left.
Yeah.
1 in the left. Okay.
Mhm.
Make me a dexterity saving throw. I'll put it in the chat for you.
Never a good sign.
Oh no.
Oh, come on, that's only a...
Oh.
Okay.
She has a negative.
Oh.
Carol is very shocked as the hand throws the tile on the floor and it snaps into place where it was, and then turns around and, with the back of its hand, slaps her with a hard stone.
That was kind of funny.
Almost spills
yeah.
her wine. That's going to sting in the
Oh.
morning as the 4 hands go back to where they were.
Hmm.
I'm gonna hide behind Tamer,
Oh.
trying not to laugh.
I've never been slapped that hard since Helen at the bake sale.
Oh! Whoa!
What made Helen at the bake sale slap you that hard? Did you tell her that she'd
The real
store bought a cake? Is this?
She did buy a cake. She did. She did not cook that thing. I refuse to believe that. That thing was stale.
And
It
that's
certainly
what
wasn't
this is.
worthy of the Great British Bake Off. Okay.
Absolutely not.
Which is a great show.
Okay. I want to try something. I think I want to take one of the tiles. I'll take tile number 1 again, sure. And I want to flip it upside down and put it on the same hand that Nye just tried, out of curiosity, bracing myself to be slapped.
Sure.
Ah, God! Okay.
Okay.
So the tile gets thrown down, and instinctively, you're kind of waiting on what happens there, and you duck. Now, I need you to make one more.
Oh! Come on!
Boy.
Ah!
Oh no.
Unfortunately, the second hand comes round and boxes you in the ear this time, closed fist. And this time,
No!
it hits a little bit harder.
Oh boy, that could have been
So this
real
was
bad.
definitely a harder hit. This was 15 points of damage. So it seems like every time you do something wrong with one of these tiles, statue hits a little bit harder.
Mm.
Can I look closer at the statues? There's something about the hands that are like different about each other that are giving us a hint, maybe. to
I'm
where
going
we're
to
supposed
get
to
you
place
to make an investigation check.
these. Okay.
It's okay. You notice on the underside of her hands, on one hand is scratched in on the two middle fingers, no. And then on the other hand across is scratched in lies. So her hands almost look like they're tattooed, no lies.
No lie.
Which hands are tattooed lies?
So it
Or at
would
least
be
how many of them?
so the central two. So one's got no lies, one's got no, and then so the central left, no, the central right. Sorry, I'm thinking of this the wrong way. On her side, the way that she's looking, her central right is no, and then the central left is lies. So it reads no lies.
I have a dumb idea. And I'm probably going to really regret this, but in my mind it says
Probably.
work.
You can always discuss it first before doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what if the thing says no lies, and all we did before was we just took the tile and put it in her hand? What if every time we present the tile to her hand, we just say a truth?
That could work,
So, like,
actually.
if-
Maybe
So,
something.
for example, I could take a tile and put it in a hand and say something about myself, like, a truth. I think Tamor is actually a pretty good fighter, and I could just put it down because it's a truth. And
By all means, try, because I'm
I would say,
I'm out of ideas.
what might the numbers, what might they mean? I remember that you've got a contradictory statement here, because on her chest is give me many lies or die, and on her fingers are no lies.
oh my gosh, is this two truths and a lie? Oh God!
Wait,
Can we
oh,
put
you might be
all
onto
the
something.
tiles on the lie hand? Can we just stack all the tiles on the lie hand and not the no hand?
Oh, I see what you're
You could
trying
try,
to do.
but I
Oh,
think
no,
Gossip
'cause
is
she
onto
says many
something,
lies.
right? Like,
Okay.
Oh yeah, continue, guys.
Why don't you do that? Give that a go, Jaxus. So you
I'm
put down
contemplating
all
if I
the
want to go into
tiles.
demon form. Just to soak the
Yeah,
damage.
You've got
I think I'll say.
So you've put all of them on the one that says no, yeah, in the middle.
On lies.
So the second hand, yeah. Oh, the third hand. Sorry.
Yes.
yes.
Okay. I'm still going to need a dex check,
Okay.
but something different does happen this time.
Okay.
Okay.
14.
So you're safe. You duck on the first one. After you've ducked the first one, all of the tiles, apart from the number 3,
Oh.
all go back to the place. And the number 3 she picks up and holds and keeps it there. No more checks.
You're all welcome.
So you're just sticking all of them in the hand and whatever one she keeps.
That is an
Well,
idea. This was also
or-
the third hand.
The third hand
So you've
holding
got
number 3.
You've got nothing, 3, nothing. And she said, "Give me many lies." Well, the chest has written on it, "Give me many lies, or you will be the next who dies."
Gosh, I was never good at math.
What about 3 is a lie?
Well, the thing is the statements are contradictory. So what if we just put? Oh God, I don't want to be the one to do it. But what if we just put like the number 1 tile on the first hand, the number 2 tile on the second hand, the number 4 tile on the fourth hand, and see
You've
what
tried
sticks?
the number 1. You've tried the number 1 on the first hand.
We did,
That's
and
true.
that didn't work.
Twice even.
I'm trying to save your health pool here, Atha.
I mean, we could try and brute force it by putting all of them on each hand and seeing which one sticks.
I mean,
be
honestly,
expensive.
that's going to save time.
I will save time.
But will
And
that
we're
be the
still
most
being kind.
satisfying outcome?
Well, that may be the most
Satisfying
Most satisfying outcome.
delicious.
Yeah,
It will not.
the
So,
party
okay,
can't
here's a-
count. So.
I want to
It's true. I'm not good at math.
It's one.
kind of want to
It's
take
1 to 9, right? All the tiles.
7.
1 to 7.
1 to 7.
1 to 7.
I'm gonna take all the tiles and try exactly what Tamar did and do it on the next hand. So it's blank 3 blank. I'm gonna try to was it number 5?
So you're going to try on the 4th hand.
The 4th hand.
So the
yes.
one after the one that's holding the 3, yeah?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
want to put them all in there and see which one she takes, and I'm just gonna brace for impact. I guess
Let's give you the dex saving throw. Now you know this is coming, so at this point it's a much lower save, so you're okay.
Hmm. The first one was real funny, though.
No!
Oh, love it.
Not that.
Well,
What's
so
happening?
you take critical damage because you just stand there and take it.
She
No,
thought her
it's
armor
only
would
the-
protect her.
It's only the first one, but you do take 15 points of damage.
Oh my god. Only the first?
Well, yeah, remember if you get it wrong, she goes for you again. And you
Right.
guys have been progressively getting things wrong. But this time, the 5 stays on that hand.
On the 4th hand.
And she smiles again. So it's something, 3, 5.
Oh no.
No lies.
Oh,
I wish I had paper.
I've got
What's
an
this
idea.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put. I want to take the number 7 tile and put it on the first hand.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah, you get it.
She accepts it.
Oh, that's dumb.
Great,
Pick up.
great. I
Slap
want to grab the
in
number
face.
1 tile real quick and put it on the second hand. The number 1 tile on the second hand.
Her eyes light up and slowly fade out, and her chest opens up to reveal a small bag of mushrooms.
Chris!
What?
I'm bad at math. What did you just do?
He spelled out
spells out
lies
the word
with the
lies.
numbers.
Oh! Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Because the E
Like
and
lead
the,
speech,
the
I like
S.
it.
Oh, that was
I got
clever.
slapped in the face. Oh, no.
No, I love it. You're like, okay, I'm ready. All right, I'm gonna be ready for it to hit me, and then just bam! Didn't even
Right
move,
across
like
the face.
froze.
You've got a few
Really?
between you. You've got a few welts, a few black eyes,
Yeah.
I'd
but
like
you've
to
only
brush
got
off my
one more
shoulder.
bag of mushrooms to get.
Beautiful.
All right, let's
So
carry
Katha,
on.
MVP there, right? Katha
Oh,
did
definitely,
well.
definitely.
Who picked up those mushrooms,
Yes.
by the way?
Yeah, who picked him up?
We'll
I got
say
it.
you guys
I'll
as a
grab it.
group have them. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, we have them. All right. Wow. I want to walk beside Tika while he's strolling, and I will look down at this little bird man, and I will say, that was awfully clever of you.
Thank you. I lucked out.
I didn't know you were so well versed in common languages, at least used by humans.
It has nothing to do with the fact that I used to be on a kids show. Okay, why are we bringing up the kids show all the time? Jesus, let it go. It goes into a mini tangent that nobody started.
No, yeah.
Was that one puzzle from last adventure also from the kids show? That one weird
I
song.
don't want to talk about
Okay.
it.
It's all falling into place.
Do.
Rick,
Right.
Rick Astley was
What's
secretly
in
an Avianzi bard, and I knew it.
You're welcome.
All right.
Tika's very cool.
It's because he's the bird, and Cathar, the bird, knows the word. So, finally.
Well done.
We have jokes here.
I wish I thought of that myself.
You know, I can't do this anymore. You're back into the final crypt. Okay, steady yourself. It's fine. A door frame
Deep breaths.
with the reflection of the door that you've just entered in is blocking your way, and through this mirror, you guys can see what's behind it. This bag of mushrooms, the final bag of mushrooms. So it's a mirrored door in front of you. And beyond the mirror, you can see this bag of mushrooms. It's a weird kind of thing where you can see beyond.
Is it one of those mirrors that, like, on their side, they see a mirror, but on our side we see through it? Or, what do you mean? Like,
Are you
where's
going
the
to
mirror?
walk up to it?
Sure.
So it's a mirrored archway. So you walk up and you see yourself there. And you're looking straight at a reflection of yourself.
Can I walk up to the mirror and check my teeth?
You see a reflection of yourself.
Mm-hmm. Just like fiddle with my nails, brush my hair out.
Beyond your reflection is still the mushrooms.
But it's not behind us in real life.
No.
I mean, did anybody turn around and look?
Oh, it's like a plain old
Can I touch the mirror? I'd like to touch the mirror.
And yourself holds out your hand and slaps it away.
Hey!
Oh.
What do you mean, hey?
I was just trying to be polite. No need for rudeness.
Well, there's every need for rudeness when my name's Tamor.
Okay.
It's Tamor's
Oh,
twin.
snap! I like this mirror.
Why don't you come up and try it for yourself, Mr. Bird? Are you afraid it might slap you too?
An opportunity for a bird to look at itself in the mirror? Why, of course.
What could go wrong?
Right. No, it can't be that simple.
Wait, yeah.
I guess I want to
gonna-
try and reach forward and touch the mirror too.
Absolutely not. Look at the state of your feathers. You're not getting through here.
What?
That's funny. It's true.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
God.
sure they'll let me through, and I want to walk up and try to put my hand on it.
I'm sorry, hun. You've just not bought the right type of wine.
Ooh.
Excuse me?
This is a
Brand
classy
wine?
affair. We're not having any of that box nonsense here.
Oh,
Classy. You see the state of your
Oh.
eyeshadow? Darling, please. There isn't enough class in here to fill a schoolhouse.
woo!
I
Oh,
want
God.
Are
Interestingly,
you talking to?
when you talk to somebody else's reflection, they don't even ask. They don't pay you
That was a
any
good
attention
bird.
whatsoever.
Wait, I've got it. Maybe. I'm gonna. My feathers. What are you talking about? You're in there. When's the last time your feathers saw any sunlight? While it's distracted, I just like elbow Tamor, like, you know, like trying to like, just like beckon her to go.
I can put sunlight whenever I want. Cast a spell, and on the other side of the mirror, there is sunlight. They've cast the spell, sunlight.
Oh wow, what
so
a bully!
he's not distracted. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I want to walk up to the mirror and I want to see if, just like examine it. Like I'm not gonna say anything after like watching them yell at this mirror. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just gonna see if it's breakable.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Is it?
So you're gonna hit it.
I want to punch the
Are
heck
you-
out of it. Yes. I want to take my shield and punch this mirror and break it like a door. I
You
hope it works.
go to punch the door, and you take 1 point of damage as opposite Myron raises their shield, and you hit the shield, Myron.
Ooh.
Ha! Come on. You think I'm that easy?
Hoy.
Yes.
Well, that didn't work at all.
No, it didn't. Just as a little test, Chris, can I use thaumaturgy to change my eyes like purple just to see if the same happens on the opposite side?
You can, absolutely.
Okay.
So as you do it,
Cool.
your opposite number does exactly the same. Cast thaumaturgy. And the eyes turn purple.
Fascinating. Can I make an Arcana
It
check
is,
on the mirror?
isn't it? Yeah.
Mm.
Let me pop that in for you.
Yes, sir. That was almost really bad.
So you get the feeling that this is a pocket dimension. So essentially, while you can walk through, it's a very small dimension, almost like the size of a wardrobe or something like that, that will mirror whatever is possible for you to do in this dimension, or anybody else that would come onto it for that matter.
I have an idea. You guys have to bear with me here for a second. I want to stand in front of the mirror, and once I've lined myself up with the reflection, look at the mushrooms behind my reflection and try to reach back and see if I can't get my reflection to grab it and
that's fun.
hand it to me. Or, push it through the mirror. If I can't trick
that's fun.
you see what I'm getting at, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. So the mirror image of you just goes, nope, not gonna work, son.
Oh, sure. How convenient.
I'm gonna walk around to the other side if possible and see if there's like just happens to be like an entryway in or something like that if it's just this mirror.
So I don't know if Jax has shared this. It's up to Tamor, but essentially this is a dimension within there. So it doesn't matter what's physically there. This is a dimension within the room. So it's not going to be like there's no other entrance. The portal to the dimension is this mirror that you're looking at.
Yes, I would probably. I would share that in hushed tones with my party. Oh, this might be very tricky.
I want to go up to the reflection again. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I was just gonna say I want to go up to, because I tried punching the mirror. So I want to try going up to my reflection and try to do a compliment and see if I can distract my reflection in a way of, and then also kind of mimicking what Tika did and trying to get my reflection to, get the bag of mushrooms and bring it over. So just kind of like reaching and be like, I just absolutely love your armor. It is so nice. Isn't that so great? Where did you get that? Wow. Did you get your eyebrows done? They look so good. Just like compliment after compliment after compliment.
Girl, Your hair! It's so blue!
Thank you so
But
much.
you're not having the mushrooms.
Oh!
Well, hey, we didn't say anything about
Okay.
wanting the mushrooms. Where did you get that
Well,
idea?
no, that does bring a point. I want to ask Myron's reflection. What will it take to get the mushrooms from you? I'm not asking my reflection.
She
I'm
won't
asking
hear
Myron.
you.
Myron's reflection point blank ignores you, doesn't even register.
I'm gonna look at my
Okay.
reflection in the mirror after what Tika said and try to say it, seeing that my reflection didn't respond, and then say exactly what Tika said. Be like, so what's it gonna take to get that bag of mushrooms? I'll trade for a trade.
So your reflection looks at you and says, you can have them. Come on.
Yeah,
Just come get him. I love it.
Yeah, come get them.
I feel like this is a trap.
Carol insight.
Yeah, roll insight.
On someone else's reflection?
She can see this going on. So you guys can all see what's going on. They're just, your reflections are ignorant. At 13, what are you trying to get insight on? If they're lying, if they're... What's the
if they're
what's the
lying,
insight?
if they're setting up for something
They're
nefarious.
They're lying. She'll get hit in the head with a shield or something.
Myron, don't. They're gonna.
The
gonna
whole
hurt.
point.
It's gonna.
I'll give you a clue at this point. The whole point of these guys is they will mimic your actions and block the way.
Well,
We already tried reaching
Carol
out.
Aaron of the other dimension, I have a proposal.
Hi, hon.
Hi. How about a little competition? Well,
Okay.
if you're anything like
Good natured.
like the real Carol Aaron, you would have a little wine bottle behind you. Am I correct?
I do. And
Okay.
magically, a goblet of wine appears.
How about a little drinking competition?
Yes, I'm gonna go buy Tamor and just watch.
Oh, this should
Oh
be
yeah,
fun.
Whoever
I'm watching this.
Most drunk?
That's great.
After two wine bottles loses. What
So
do
you're
you
gonna
say?
drink. You're gonna drink with your reflection.
She's
Yes,
gonna
I
elevate
wanna
my
go wine-
courage.
Okay. So your reflection gets drunk at exactly the same rate as you.
But I can handle it better.
Great. So Carol's plastered.
But you
Things
just
get a
saying.
little bit wavy. You think you can hear Nickelback playing somewhere in the background?
Look at
You
this
think back to the
wine.
second husband?
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. It gets all teary.
Okay.
Oh god, I've got an idea.
I'm gonna go
Okay,
up.
so I've got an
I'm gonna go
idea.
up to.
Is
Yeah,
Carol
I've
a
got
messy
that.
drunk?
Yeah, a little bit. She's like kind of
She's
a mess
super
right now.
sad now.
She looks at her reflection and goes, "Feeling kind of nasty, aren't you?" Huh?
Yeah.
So dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I want this, and I want to
Yeah.
immediately hit her with my my spiritual weapon.
Woo,
Does,
Violence.
doesn't
Oh,
go
boy.
through. The spiritual weapons hit and knock each other out of existence.
I'm gonna go look
Right.
at
Okay,
Tamor
This is hard.
and whisper. I'm gonna whisper in Tamor's ear and just be like, "Wonder if you can cast Mage Hand inside of there and bring it over, and we'll distract all of our characters, like all of our reflections."
They'll just cast Mage Hand at the same time. I
Dang
was thinking
it!
about that too. Whatever we do, they will mimic. I'm thinking
I've got
either more
What if we
covert,
attack ourselves?
charismatic
Ah.
options. However, will you hush, child? And I put my clawed hand over her elven face, and I look over to Tika and I say, "Go ahead."
Okay, great. I'm gonna walk in the mirror backwards.
You feel a back against your back.
Damn it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
I tried.
I want to look at my reflection. I'll just say, why are you here?
I don't know. Why are you here?
I asked you first.
Well, then you've also asked me first, and I in turn have asked you first. Should you really be talking to yourself?
I do it a lot more. You would know that.
I would. That's why we're here, having this conversation.
It sure
I
is.
love this.
So who are
This
those
is
fellas next to you?
There's no one next to me.
Oh, really? It's just you all alone?
And is there really anyone next to you? Or are those nagging
No,
feelings of loneliness pulling again, Tamor?
It appears to me that you are the only one alone here.
We're all alone.
Tell me
I want.
what you're doing here.
Tell me what you're doing here.
I'll just point gently to the mushrooms. I'm looking for those.
Well, you found them.
And do you have any use for them?
Yes.
Oh, really? Pray tell, I'm very interested.
Well, to stop you getting them.
Uh-huh. That is your whole existence, isn't it? Just to stop me
It
from
is.
getting those mushrooms. Must be a very
is.
dull life.
It's working out a lot better for me than you right now.
Is it? Are you sure?
Have you got the
Or is
mushrooms
that just
yet?
what I want you to think?
I'm pretty sure that's what you want me to think, yes.
Do you mean these mushrooms? And I pull out
No, I mean those
another very
mushrooms.
similar thing. But are you sure these mushrooms aren't those mushrooms?
Those mushrooms weigh 3 times as much as these mushrooms.
Ah, so there's less mushrooms in there. How can I be sure that those
Oh,
are actually
yes.
mushrooms?
Well,
Put my
you
mushrooms
can't.
away. I can't. That is unfortunate.
This is the most I've ever spoken about mushrooms in my life, by the way.
Yes, me too. It's a very odd conversation. Very stimulating. I will say.
I have
Ugh.
sorry,
Infectious.
can I just interrupt? Well, like Tamor said, there might be a little alone in there. What if you came out here and, well, intermingled with us?
Oh, after you.
Huh.
You know what? So be it. Let's swap places for a little bit.
No problem.
Fine then.
The mirror dissipates, and the mushrooms are free to get above. The reflections are
kidding?
gone.
I
Nope,
was
just
on a
stuck to
whole.
us.
I was doing a thing. I had a plan. I was
just
it was gonna be great.
The mirror
Why'd you
will
come
mimic,
here?
and all that NY did was say, why don't you come out here? Because if they're out there, then you can be in there.
I hate it
Clever.
here. This is science I don't get. I wasn't
It was
good
gonna
at.
be so smooth.
Ugh.
I had
Yeah,
87 in science and I
Look at the
walked over.
mushrooms,
I take it.
Julia. All right,
Okay.
that'll work.
Carol
Sorry for
has
interrupting
just-
you.
You'll be very glad to hear that you now have the full amount of mushrooms needed to go into the final crypt on
Woo!
the east side
Okay.
of the graveyard.
Zabrak.
So Myra's onto something,
Was-
yo. Ugh, man.
Who?
Before we
You, 'cause,
leave,
like, before you wanted to do that. Sorry, go on.
I did. I wanted
I'm so
to just.
sorry.
Before we leave.
You wanted to
Oh,
just
excuse me,
break
before we
the
leave.
mirror down.
I did. I
The
wanted
mirror's
to break the
gone.
mirror down.
It's completely gone.
Mirror's
Mirror's
gone.
gone.
Portal sealed.
Aw. I was gonna. Okay, that's fair. So my plan was kind of gonna be like, oh, are there really mushrooms in there? You should show me, because then you wouldn't be guarding anything. You know, it probably wouldn't have worked, but it was gonna be so cool and smooth if it did work.
It was. I really enjoyed that conversation, but I found it difficult in my head to follow how you would answer to yourself. I was like, oh god, this is.
That's true. You did very good, Chris. Thank you.
Thanks.
My reflection
Thanks, I
has
tried.
never.
It's like there were two Jaxuses in here, and I loved it.
Absolutely not. But
Wait a
thanks.
second, dude. Someone at it.
So,
We're the only
you
handle
guys, you're not going to hear any arguments. This, the final crypt is upon you guys. Now, before you do anything else, I will be extremely kind and remind you that a bunch of you have taken some hits today.
That is.
In fact, everyone except for Tamor, in fact.
What's it like to be perfect, Tamor?
Oh, it's just glamorous. I should show you sometime.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go over to Tika.
Well, you would know from
yeah.
2 days ago in your, cool shieldiness and all of your freaking nat 20s.
Oh, the backflip? You
Myron.
still talking about that backflip? Yeah, it was flawless.
That
Do
was
we
pretty
have?
No.
Do we have time for like a short rest? So
No.
Nye, don't you have like a group heal? No, that's several hours.
I do
Okay.
have
Have
a
any
I have a prayer of healing, which is
Hmm.
just like a 10-minute spell, but like we probably have time to at least kill 10 minutes.
I should apologise to Gossip's fan base here, because the other day I went into Gossip's stream and said, hey, now you've rolled all these natural 20s, I can't wait for all the natural ones you're going to roll next time.
You're the reason I got that one!
He jinxed
it's
it.
fine.
He jinxed
Bullied.
it.
Oh,
Can't
bullied.
Cannot
Bullied.
believe.
Oof. That's a big word these days. Let's not.
In this economy?
In this economy. Oh, come on, bro. This is bullying. 1 in 1.
Carol. I thought
That
you were a
too.
cleric.
Well,
What is this?
Tika, you get 5 points of health. So does Myron. And so does Carol.
I also saw that in my inventory, I have a potion of healing.
You do have a potion of healing, yeah.
I actually have 2 of them.
Oh.
Yeah. I was.
Neat.
Let's
So
use
it's
it.
up to you if you use it for this week, or if you think you're worthy enough for next week.
I don't.
We all have 2, I
This is. I don't know
I
what to
like
do.
that. That was a clever. That was a clever choice of words. I like that. I
Okay,
think we're ready to move forward.
Carol.
Yeah,
I'm
just
moving forward.
Tika, heal yourself, and Myron, here, take this. I'm just gonna give Myron a what's it called? Cure wounds, and
Cure
I think
wounds,
you'll be
yeah.
fine with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna use cure wounds on myself too.
She just is like, Myron, go smash everything. Oh, just
Go on.
kill everything.
Okay, guys,
Go on,
roll
go have
your
fun at
healing.
school.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Thank you.
So that was Tika's. So Tika got maximum 8
Nice
8
job.
points. Oh no, not maximum.
Not bad.
Sorry, but a decent amount. And Myron got 6. Not too bad either. So you guys are feeling a little bit better now. Are you
Alright.
going to place the mushrooms on the scale? Dun dun dun.
Should I do
I
it?
would
Yes.
like
I'm
to
at full
place
health?
the mushrooms on the. Yeah, sure.
Unless you wanted
Halfway
to
through
do
my
it.
sentence, I go, no, it's good. That's fine. I'll do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. All right. I'll take everybody's mushrooms and put them on the scale.
Okay. So, the scales kind of move down, and suddenly, as this huge stone door opens up in front of you, and musk with a foul-smelling odor, and you can hear the bubbles underneath from some lab equipment going. There's a steep stair down into a green luminescent light. Would you like to go down?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Maybe answer
Yes,
first?
please. Let's hear it. Okay, I'll go first.
I'm gonna whistle like a bird to encourage Tika to be like,
I love this. I love this whole idea.
go, buddy,
Great. You can do it.
go.
What
friend.
is this
What
place?
did you say about my uncle?
Whoa!
Oh,
Oh,
Hey. It's so small.
oh, this is
Oh, man.
oh, I see what's
You
happening.
Typical
enter
Zerosian Empire.
into what can only be described as a foul laboratory. There are workbenches with notes, and there are 4 capsules, 5 in fact, sorry. One's been broken open, and you can instantly see that there's something's escaped somewhere, but that's not your problem right now. Right now, there are still 5 capsules full of hideous beings all around you. What are you going to do?
I'm
Scoff.
gonna go to the
Can
desk.
can I run a insight check on one of these? Or I guess would insight be the best? Yeah. Investigation. An investigation check on one of these capsules. We'll go
Yeah,
with the one in
sure,
the center.
absolutely. Why don't you? Yeah, let's have a. I'll bring up the investigation check for you. There you go. When you roll for me, we'll see for all of you guys, and we'll see what you guys come up with.
All right.
Okay.
Larry?
Why?
Myron, you too. There we go.
Oh.
Yes.
So
Oh.
Carol
Oh.
definitely
Oh.
leads the charge here, and you can see this experiment within.
Ugh.
Green, scaly,
Goodness.
scales
Yes.
absolutely everywhere. And in the other one, you can also see this. Mushrooms sprouting all over the place, bits of flesh torn off.
Oh, we hate it. We don't like it.
I want to lightly
nice.
growl under my breath and just kind of spat. Typical Zerosians.
Like a.
They did this.
I want to walk over to the desk over in the corner
Sure.
I'm gonna follow her.
and hang on. Let me refresh. My thing isn't responding.
Ah, no problem.
Nothing's
Well,
responding
we'll say that
to me.
we'll say that you walk inside. Are you
I
looking
sure
for
do.
anything in particular?
Oh, I'm just glossing over the document, seeing if there's anything worthy of note.
Mhm.
Any names I recognize, perhaps.
There is a large list of experiments, and underneath most of them, the words "All Hail Croesus."
What?
All hail
Interesting.
Croesus.
What's that?
Chris,
Sounds like a.
Chris, I know you don't know who this is, but does the name Wahisitel appear anywhere on these documents?
If you think it would be great, then yes. I'm sorry for the editing.
Perhaps. Perhaps. I don't know. I
Just
probably
for a
wrote
second,
him.
what's Wahisitel?
So he's a Majorat. He's one of the Zerosians, and in the cutscene of Croesus, there's a Majorat in one of the frames that looks like this guy, but we don't know if it's actually him. I'm just like,
Oh, okay.
Is
I
it
don't
him?
think I should put that in because I haven't been given the permission.
Yeah, maybe
so,
that's not. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
being
no,
sweet.
probably
Yeah.
best to keep that. So, do you want to ask again if you could find that name, and I'll just say no?
That's okay. We can just scrub it from the records.
Okay.
Typical
Never
Zerosian.
happened.
Apologies, mods, for the extra work there.
Oh, they're used to it.
You do find within a journal, and it talks through each part like a month's worth of long experiments, fusing together things, and the slow leaking of a fetid substance above ground. Now, the fetid substance, because you guys are underground at the moment, presumably has come up from this very lab.
While they're
Does
reading,
it say anything about
I'm-
how this leak? Sorry, go on.
No, go for it. You good. You go for it.
I just wanted to ask, is there anything that talks about how this leak occurred, or like if there's a way to stop it?
There's nothing in there.
Okay.
I want to walk
Oh.
up to one of the while they're reading. I want to walk up to this is probably a really dumb idea, but I want to get a little close and look into this creature here while they're reading, just to kind of, I can hear them in the background talking about it, but I also want to investigate and just see what's really going on here.
Okay. So you're the one in the northwest, yeah? Like over here.
Yeah, but I don't want to get too close, because like I've learned from
Sure.
before not to get too close to anything.
Stay away at all times. Don't interact with anything ever. Arm's
I
length
never want to
always.
pick up a dog again.
After yesterday's incident.
Sure. So you can kind of see that there's some kind of wires attached, like something. So they're definitely alive, because something you can catch the in and exhale of the chest. So when you were told to make sure that you destroy what's going on underneath, this is probably what they were referring to. They didn't know what it was, but obviously, how can these monstrosities live now? Especially if they're fueled by the things that have occurred Croesus front to happen.
Okay,
I'm just gonna while they're reading and doing everything, I'm just gonna insert myself and like tug on Carol's like shirt and be like, hey, it's breathing. That thing, it's actually alive. Just saying.
Okay, just don't provoke it. In a way,
Just letting you guys know that we are in a den, and they're alive. So we should.
Right.
Alive?
So
Still?
let me look through these documents. Is there? She's gonna look through the books more. Is there anything that mentions maybe like a power source we could shut off so these things can die in their sleep without this liquid inside or something like that?
I'm going to get you to make me an investigation check. So I have got something in plans for this.
Okay.
Oh no. At least it's her. Oh,
Okay. I was like,
You were thinking the one there, weren't you, Gossip? You were like, it's the one, and then it just rolled
I thought it
over
was
to a
the
13.
one, and I was just like, thank God it's not me.
Yes.
Okay, so the heat and the air that's coming is all actually natural, way underground. So it's being piped up from natural gases, from something really evil that lurks below.
That's why my skin feels so much nicer.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
you're glowing. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it feels great in here. Like a
Nice.
sauna.
Can I open this
So
door?
warm.
That's the door you came in through. Sorry.
Okay.
Wait,
I
what
look
about the
down-
one on the opposite side of the room?
There is another door down there, but it looks like it just curls up and meets on the other side, like on the stairs and stuff. So it doesn't look like there's anything else around.
Okay.
According to this book, there's something below us actually warming these things. Maybe if we destroy that, then these beasts will die and we won't have to release something strange.
Can
So
I
you've got the
investigate
vent
this,
here as well?
Yeah,
Oh.
Vent.
this boiler thing. Can I investigate this?
Yeah, for sure. So the boiler is like, it's almost like a steam vent. And you would imagine that this is a way to get the heat out somehow. everything is kind of shaking like it's a boiling kettle as well. Like it's low level kind of boiler sounds in the background.
Well, there's got to be a shut-off valve, or there's no way they didn't build in a fail-safe. We've got to be able to turn this thing off.
So in the northeast, you can see a lever.
Ah,
Hmm.
that looks
Can I
important.
Yeah. Carol, would
And there's
like to
some
walk
more
up?
levers here as well.
Okay, that's what those were.
I'll go to those other ones.
Okay.
Is there
How do
anything
you want
else
to
around the
handle
room?
this? Not really. There's some discarded paperwork down here. It gives you the impression that this is carried on and that things have got worse somehow. Like it's been left suddenly for some reason, and like it should have been, something should have been released or something should have happened by now. It's not a critical failure point, but it's getting close. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of noise.
Yeah.
There's some spitting, some hissing coming out from the release valve over here. It's feeling like if something doesn't happen soon, it's gonna go off almost. At that
Very
point,
fast, can I?
would Gielinor be able to handle, already considering what's in the Croesus front, you and the players at home will all know that kind of hideous stuff, what's going on there. With all of this around in here, how are you guys gonna stop this getting out into the world?
Set it on fire.
Okay.
Didn't work
No.
before.
Gorvek already tried that.
No,
So
no,
that's
no.
all this
Gorvek couldn't raise it to the ground.
There's got to be a way to shut this down. So this thing I'm looking at here, is this just decoration, or is this an actual pressure gauge?
It's a pressure gauge. It's pretty high. It's just below the red.
All right. So I'm gonna call out the guys. I'm watching a pressure gauge here, and there's a lot of built-up pressure. So if you guys are gonna mess with those switches over there, I'll tell you what happens from over here. You can see if we can't
Okay.
shut this thing down.
Carol,
Right after.
ladies first.
Alright, I would like to look at the
So
labels.
we're gonna
of-
have, at this point, another skill challenge, and you're gonna be time limited because of how close you are. So, just like the first skill challenge we did with the cage, you've got a number of successes, and as things change throughout the skill challenge, things might go wrong or they might go well, but there's a determined outcome that I won't go through with you yet.
I don't know what I should be
Okay.
doing.
So you're
Hey.
trying to release pressure, I think. Is that the idea, Cathar?
Yeah.
To stop this
I mean, like,
place
everybody's got,
exploding
like,
and
a
allowing the
role.
gases. Well, it's anybody can do anything
Interact with
here.
any of
It's
these
how
things.
so it's how you're going to
Iron.
stop this lab exploding.
Myron, would you like these levers? You can have them if you'd like.
Yeah, I just want to partake in this experiment. I just want to be a part of the experience.
Go on.
I'll keep an eye on
I'll
the
get it back.
creatures.
You
Oh,
millennials
like
and your
that?
experientials. Right, what are we going to have here?
Carol,
Let's see
that
what
lever,
we've got.
what do you think?
Okay, I would like to look at my... Do I have valves on my end?
So there's a lever there within that piece there of equipment, and you can kind of see that there's bits of the worktops here and here cut out, and you can see how things are changing. So everything in there at the moment is kind of shaking and vibrating around with the pressure. Again, you're on a timer, so the pressure needle now gets one step closer to the red by Cathar.
I would
Okay,
like to
pull-
pull the lever.
Pull it. Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
Hold the lever, Carol.
you pull the lever. And the pressure goes down slightly, and it kind of eases off.
Myron,
Okay.
you try to pull something on your end.
Okay, what color? Green or red? I don't know. Green means go, means stop. So I'm gonna pull red.
Okay.
Okay, this is a 50-50 shot.
Do it slowly.
Do you want to do a check or anything? Do you want to see if you can figure anything out? You bought yourself a little bit of time.
Yeah.
I feel like as a character, I just kind of don't really think about things until after the fact. But I feel like in this situation, I really should investigate.
Okay.
I kind of just want
So
to pull
red-
the lever.
The red is straight, and you can put it
I
up
just wanna
or
pull it.
down. Which one are you going to do, up or down?
Ooh.
Can I see, like, can I investigate around me and be like, okay, can I tell if this has been pushed up or down before? Like, can I tell which way to go by looking at it?
That's going to be an investigation check. Quite a high.
Let's do
but
it.
It might help you
I'm
out.
smart. I'm smart.
Yeah, you are.
SMRT.
That's right. I'm a genius.
Hey.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Nice. Nice.
So previously, the lever has definitely been in the down position more than it has in the up.
I want to go up.
Oh.
Okay.
You want to go
If
up?
it's been down, it's been activating everything. So I want to go the opposite. Turn it off. I want to go up.
Or has
The
it
dial-
been keeping pressure in line? Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I want to go up. I'm gonna trust my
So
gut.
you press the red lever up. Okay.
Yes.
The dial at that point goes all the way down to 0 as all the pressure is drained.
Yes.
But also
good,
at that
good.
point,
I know! Yay!
also
God,
at that
Byron.
point, all of the liquid is drained from the experiments,
Uh-oh.
and they all begin to smash through the glass towards you.
I told you they were alive!
Finally.
I'm gonna grab my
Afraid it
sword. I'm
is
so
then.
excited.
Combat
I've
in
been
my
watching-
skilling boss.
I know.
Combat? In my skilling boss?
Okay, guys, could you all roll for initiative, please?
We
Let's
sure
say.
can.
I know you've been waiting
that's
for this all
nice.
session, but I wanted to make it as close as front as possible for you all and the viewers at home.
I hope you appreciate it, viewers.
We're about
So
to
do
die.
I.
I hope you enjoy.
So, first up
Okay, okay.
is this lovely looking experiment near him, near Tika, in fact, who's just going to run straight over and have a go at
Here we
Tika.
go.
Now, this is a relatively small room, so you guys can move anywhere in it, so I haven't put grids down because it's so small. So please feel free to do whatever you need to do.
All right.
Now, what are your weapons that you use as Tika?
I have claws, the crossbow, the dagger, guitar solos, the dancing rapier, a dagger.
Okay. So, I'm going to need you to make that a Constitution saving check that's in the chat at the moment, please, Cathar. As the dagger of guitar solos gets increasingly hot towards your side, is looking to cause you some burns. Fortunately, it's no problem, and you manage to get rid of it. And as it hits the ground, it goes, no problem at all. So, it's hot as all hell, but you've managed to avoid it. Next up is Tika himself.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to throw out my dancing rapier behind this thing.
Oh, nice move.
All right.
Yeah, where? Oh god, I was just looking at it. There we go.
Let me draw it on here for you. There you go.
Okay.
There's a dancing
and
rapier in that green. Well,
I'm going to attack it with my dragon claws. I'm assuming they're dragon claws, honestly. So we'll attack it real quick. I'm gonna rush this.
and don't forget, you've flanked it, so you can get advantage if you need to. So you can do that again if need be.
Okay. Yeah. We'll run one more. Then. Okay. Well, it looks like I
Okay,
did.
So the 17 is a hit. Roll damage. And let's see how well you do. Okay, so 6 points of damage on the experiment. So you fly up, and before I do any more cinematic talk, do you want to do your dancing rapier attack as well?
Yes, stack it with the dancing rapier afterwards.
Yeah, go for the dancing rapier now. Let's do the attack, and it's advantage because you're flanking, obviously.
All right.
It's a solid hit. Let's roll for damage on the rapier.
Okay, no better.
Okay. 9 points. So, how I see this in my head is you've dropped the guitar solo dagger on the floor. You've thrown the rapier through the legs and then pulled out the claw and slashed it once, and the rapier spun around and caught across the large back of this experiment at once. The experiment turns back to you now and begins to growl, raising its hand with one giant claw ready for the next time it gets an attack. Now, we have this experiment here, which runs directly towards Tamor.
Come on now.
It will use its multi-attack to go at Tamor with its own set of claws.
Okay.
17 hits.
It's
Okay, 4 points of damage.
Ah.
Second attack. Misses. So, just 4 points of damage as the first claw slashes across Tamor's front, and it's not even enough to cause you to bleed. It's just some bruising lightly across your neck.
Now I'm going to have to get that looked at.
Myron, over to you.
I think I'm gonna be an idiot. I'm so excited. So I love.
Oh no!
And I see. And I see.
That's a big
all
mood of this whole campaign, to be honest.
Do we have a
And I
quote?
just
We have a quote
inspirational
board.
quotes, right? Inspirational
I'm gonna be an
quotes of
idiot.
Myron. I'm gonna be an idiot. So I see all of these creatures, and I'm
Love it.
so excited because I like them to kill them. So what I want to do is I see, to help Tamor or to help Tika. That is the question.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Honestly, I'm fine too, but you know.
Fine
Oh, okay,
too?
we're good.
Okay, well then I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
we're
go and
over
attack this. I'm gonna attack this guy
Yeah.
over here. I'm just gonna walk over. I'm gonna go over here, and I'm just gonna. I have 2 attacks, so I'm just gonna grab my sword and I'm just gonna scream, and I'm just gonna get so excited. I'm just gonna start whacking the heck out of him. I'm just gonna be like,
Absolutely, go for
just
it.
go ham.
Yeah, violence!
Exactly. I'm just so excited. So I'm gonna use my Frostbrand longsword,
Oh.
and I get 2 attacks. So I'm gonna attack once, which is this, and then just attack.
I'm afraid, because the first one is so bad, we're going to need you to roll a D100 and see what happens.
Uh-oh.
No.
I was
He
so
jinxed it.
cocky.
He really did.
Guys,
You
come
jinxed it,
on.
Chris. You jinxed it.
Yikes.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, maybe.
7.
Uh,
I was just so
Just
excited
7?
and that's 7?
Hey, if you cast a Channel Divinity...
your enemies will have advantage on their first attack roll against you next round. All enemies.
It's
So in the
just me
next
or is
round
it
of
group?
combat, just you.
Great.
Great.
I'm so excited.
Because you failed,
Neat.
you don't get your second attack. Because you failed so spectacularly.
Oh,
Carol,
flawless execution.
Oh man. Okay. Well, Carol sees Tika get rushed by this thing, and she's gonna, she already has a shield, and she whips it out, and it says "Live, Laugh, Love," and she's going to use it to bash this guy 10 feet and knock him prone.
Mhm.
I don't know what I
Hey.
wrote for that. My little live,
The
laugh,
last
love,
words you ever see.
Live, laugh, what?
Are you going to knock it? Are you going to knock it prone? Or are you going to push it back 10 feet? What's the... Both?
I'm gonna. Oh, it's like a choice. Okay, I thought it was 10 feet and knock it prone. But I wanna.
You
I
can
wanna
do
knock
that.
it prone.
You can choose. So you're
Like
going to
that
knock
both
it prone.
those together.
So it's on the floor. So now anything that attacks it has advantage as well. So that's
Okay.
good. Anything for
Oh, did you also knock it back or no?
Did I also
do
knock
you
it
want to
back in?
knock it back? You can if you want to.
I think you
Okay,
did.
yeah, I'd like to. Definitely.
So you knock it right against this wall.
Okay.
Now,
Does
does
this not
my
hear-
rapier get
it's
an
like
opportunity strike because of that?
No,
Or am I
because
overthinking it?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's if the creature willingly moves away from you. Because they've been moved by something else, unfortunately, in this case, I believe the case is not.
Okay.
But it's
Okay, cool.
slammed up against the wall, you push it back on, and it hits its head and kind of goes down to the floor. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Solid
I like
work.
not bad, not bad. All right.
Oh, great.
I think that's the end of my turn. Yeah. Because I think that's all I
Okay.
can do.
That. Carol
with
and Carol and Tika share a quick fist bump. Fist bump.
Aww.
Now this,
Teamwork.
Aww.
That's
this experiment, however, has seen you fail terribly, Gossip.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Ah!
Uh-oh.
No,
That's
my
not
AC
it.
is 21. Oh.
That's not good.
Okay, well.
We're not horrible.
We're okay. We're
Hey,
okay.
you're fine, you're fine.
Eh,
6
flush.
points of damage. Not too bad. Second attack.
Oh.
Also with advantage.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So the first claw comes in, and it's feeling far too cocky and goes to swipe, and you literally duck under. No problem at all. Quickly dodge out of that blow like a professional boxer. Not an issue. Tamor.
Yep. I kind of yawn and stretch. And then I want to saunter very slowly right here. Not yet
Okay.
out of reach of his
Yep.
grip.
Claws.
And I want to I'll look at my nails and I'll raise my staff up towards him. And I'll say, "You're not even worth the time." And I want to cast Lightning Bolt, but have it go through him and onto this little shroom zombie down there.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Yep.
Oh, I like that. Zip
Let's
zap.
go.
If
Let's
this
do a lightning
works.
Oh, it does.
Oh, it does. I
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, let's go.
Place
Let's
it
go.
down
Oh,
and
I
I'll-
didn't know it's
good.
good.
Yeah, you place it and I'll change it around so we can get the full effect.
You know it's a good
Invalid
idea when the
temp-
DM is like, "Oh yeah,
Oh, it
let's do
wouldn't
it."
let me.
That's okay. I'll do it.
Hang
Don't
on.
worry. It's
Okay.
because the spell's there. We'll say just for effect that
Seeds,
so
nuts,
the
and
lightning
dimensions.
bolt goes through like that.
Yep, something like that.
Yeah, the spell has
the
to
shame.
be lower, so we don't get to see it, unfortunately. But on the
What if I
plus
just put
side,
it farther back? Oh no, it's really long. Never mind. Okay.
yeah, it's like massive in comparison.
Look at all that dice.
That's fair.
Oh, 20 points.
Nice.
Oh.
Let's see if they're dexterous enough to move.
Ooh.
Oh, the experiment is not. Let's have a look for the little claws
I don't-
guy, the little ripper.
Oh,
Oh,
come
he
on.
is. So
Dexter.
the experiment obviously doesn't see it coming, and the lightning just shoots through his stomach. The guy down below, unfortunately, just manages to step out, but still takes a large chunk out of his side. It's pretty good there, pretty good. You've
Thank you.
noticed that the experiment there is down, like, it's looking pretty bad. It's got a sizable hole in its stomach, whereas the shroom zombie looks like... So, I'm calling it shroom zombie because you have. The guy down at the bottom looks like he's hardly been affected at all. The more human-looking experiment, shall we say. So,
Interesting.
pretty interesting. His turn. It's very annoyed at you, Jaxus. Runs over.
Oh, he's a speedy little boy.
Oh yeah. And
He's
gonna
going, man. He's going.
shoot out some poisonous spores from the mushrooms growing on him all at you. Could you make a constitution check, please?
Yes.
You can!
I hold my breath.
Fantastic. Nothing happens at all. The protection from poison is obviously doing you wonders there.
Nice.
Okay. However, absolutely fed up with this, turns to you and just goes for a straight punch with its fist. And fails miserably. There's a lot of ducking and diving going
That
on
would
here,
have been
right?
bad.
No, I just
People
take
are
it, man.
brawling
He
right now.
tries to punch, it just kind of bounces off. I'm like,
He just catches just robe. He just gets all robe, no body, no actual
it's
impact.
rogue.
And you kind of feel it all around you, but you're all good.
Look at this.
The experiment here just spends its turn getting up off the floor. Doesn't do anything else.
Nice. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Tika, over to you.
All right, so I guess on my screen, I think when we were messing with the lightning bolt, my rapier, there
Yeah.
it is. It vanished
Oh,
temporarily. But I am going to use my what is it called again? I was just looking at it, but I have a bracer that summons magical daggers. I can just pull daggers out of it, throwing knives, and I'm going to pull 2 throwing knives out of it and throw them both at the experiment. And hold on,
Absolutely.
I guess it's this.
So it's just dagger, yeah. So just roll dagger. So you've got a brace of daggers across your chest, like a bandolier, and you just as you throw them out
All right.
towards the guy.
Okay, so I technically just have to do this twice, right?
Correct, yeah.
All right, so we'll. Okay, that one.
Oh!
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
And this is the attack roll for the other one. Okay,
Okay.
so I roll critical
first of
damage
all,
on the first one, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, it's a good hit too. So 10 points. Okay. Roll the second one. Hey, that's
Okay.
good too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take it.
Good
So
damage.
the actually what happens here is that you throw the first dagger and it's as the experiment's still standing up, and he looks up just at that point as the very point of the dagger straight into the eye socket, kind of leans back roaring, and the final dagger goes straight into the chest, and he just smashes down on the glass as bits of glass cut through him, and he is gone. First
Ooh,
kill to
wow.
Tika. Tika's
Yeah.
got a kill.
Okay.
Hey guys, I
You
killed
got a
it.
kill.
That's the
Look at
first
that.
one of the whole session. Oh man, it's hard being a bard.
It's
Can I
hard
use my
being a
bonus?
bard.
It's hard
Hard
being
being a bard. Can I use my bonus action to move my rapier? Or is it kind of fixated right there?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, sure, we'll allow that. Where would you like it to fly to?
I think a safe bet would be to put it in between Myron and the fungal zombie. The Shroom Zoom.
Yeah. Shrooms.
And I'm assuming it can't also attack, so I'll just leave it.
Yeah, I would say move or attack, but that makes sense for it to go there. That's a good placement. Okay.
All right.
Next up, we have the experiment here who'd tried to poison Tamor. No good. It is gonna look at itself, and at this gaping hole in its stomach, it's gonna place its hand on it, and it's gonna try and heal itself.
Cure wounds? What?
Hey,
In this
only we're allowed
economy?
to do that.
Yeah, only the PCs are allowed to heal.
How dare you have a heal?
Oh.
This isn't the fantasy adventure I signed up for.
That's what the book said.
Okay.
Wait, that's illegal.
Over to Myron. Gossip.
Okay. Okay. So, I am gonna keep attacking this one right here, the one that's right in front of
Cool.
me.
Go for it.
So I'm just gonna hope for the best, and I'm just gonna continue using my sword and hope for the best. Oh gosh. Oh my
for it.
goodness.
Do your thing.
You get it. Got it. You got
How do
it.
I do this again?
Do the thing.
Right. What is happening? How do I?
So, have you got your sword there?
There you go. Oh, I'm a genius. There we go. I figured it out. Big brain. Here we go.
Big
Oh
brain.
yeah, there she goes.
Nice. Heyo.
Hey,
like
okay, I'm gonna. Here's your damn. Does that hit? Okay.
Let's have a quick look. Yeah, 25 hits. Yeah, absolutely.
There's a 36 hit.
I wonder.
The zombie.
That's
Let
it.
me check my book.
10 points. Pretty good for the first hit. You gonna do a second one?
Oh, absolutely. I'm so excited.
Go
Okay.
for it.
Oh, do I want to be stupid? Yes. Okay.
Oh
Always.
boy.
Always, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if this is gonna help increase the damage here, or if I'm just gonna look like a dum dum rolling that one. But I want to have my animated shield again, kind of casually just animate, like summoned, and then just be right behind the creature to get closer to me and push it to me, so I can just take my sword and just like barricade it in there. And I just want to. I think it'd be funny. You're like a creature
Is the
sandwich.
shield
Cool.
just pushing the zombie into your sword? Gee, it's awful.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, let's.
Oh my
That's not
gosh,
bad.
Myron.
Yeah.
They call me the demon.
I'm gonna have it make a strength check.
Okay.
Um,
Right.
I'm just gonna hit roll my.
you are
attack.
gonna roll your attack, and we'll see what happens here. Because yeah, I like what you're doing, but I'm not sure how to do it. Okay. Let's do that. That's a solid hit. And he rolls really badly against the strength check. Okay, let's roll damage. Let's see what we've got going here.
No.
It's not bad. It's a 7.
That's not bad.
That's his damage, but it kind of gets in, and the very. I nearly said something there. The very front of the sword, kind of that edge, just slides in, and the demon's just, and he just manages to push himself out and away. So he's still going, but he's a little bit worse for wear.
That was so cool.
Okay. But yeah,
Wait, hang on,
you've now got this
Hold on.
pressure point.
Before we move on to the next turn, can I just shout out a little bit to Myron? Myron, would you mind? Would you mind?
Oh,
You mind?
take a step to the left.
Several steps to the left, unless you'd like a new haircut.
I love my haircut that you gave me. I'm just so nice. I don't want another one. I'm just gonna casually.
Okay, good.
Well, stay in the distance, but like kind of go here.
Yeah, like you're up there. You're diagonally away because I can see exactly where this is going in a second.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Carol, over to
I just
you.
want to make sure.
Carol.
Appreciate it.
Okay. So, Carol sees 3 dudes right here. So she would like to cast Bane.
Oh,
And
All
it
right.
is a
okay,
charisma
okay.
saving throw. Yep. And if it fails, it will take a d4. A negative d4 to every attack roll and saving throw.
yeah, for sure.
Nice. Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, more
So
like
I can
do
feel
that.
I can feel the synergy here between you guys.
It's happening. It's going.
I like it when the creatures die.
So
With Turtle Bash.
No.
the 2 experiments are baned. So we'll put these on just to show that they're baned. They don't actually do anything, but yep, they're baned. Which leads us to the next. Oh, sorry, I do beg your pardon. Go ahead, Carol.
Oh, I just have with my bonus action. I just want to summon my spiritual weapon, and that's all.
Okay, where are you putting? Go for it. Yep, cast spiritual weapon and put it wherever you want.
Right there.
Ooh.
Let's
Summon it right behind
move
this
it up.
guy. Oh sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Alright, my turn now. Sorry.
So the experiment over here, unbeknownst, feels like it's not doing very well with Bane, but it's still at this point going to try and attack. And it's looking around. It's not really sure what to do. So it turns to the shield and it casts Reduce on it, so that it doesn't push him into the sword. So Gossip, could you make that Constitution saving throw, please?
I'm so excited.
Lean into the experiment, he says.
Oh no.
Oh.
So you fail just, and the shield shrinks down and is no longer pushing, so the experiment's got a bit more free reign to move where it wants. It turns to you and raises a giant claw. And fails miserably at hitting you. No problem at all. Now, here's the thing. Your AC now will be lowered by 2 because your shield's on the floor and it's not able to protect you.
But if I grabbed it, it goes back up, right?
Nope, it's reduced.
Like it's small
It's
now.
gone forever.
Tiny, tiny shield.
No, not forever.
No,
It
just
lasts
really
for only lasts for 1 minute.
Ah,
So
I can
if you survive this, you'll be okay. But for now, your shield's on the floor. It's unusable.
Well,
Great.
that's unfortunate.
Tamor.
Hey, it's
Ew.
me.
Oh,
You
God.
know, we just turned down the steam. If you wanted it to get more hot in here, all you had to do was ask. And I cast Fireball at the wall.
There it is.
Okay, let's go.
Right. Right.
Oh,
There.
Nice.
oh goody.
Will that get
goody,
the shroom
goody
up?
Gumdrops.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
Myron's poor eyebrows.
I
You
know.
know what? I just got
Yeah,
it done.
Well, now they're gone.
I asked
so.
you to move. At least
I
We'll,
did
we'll say
move.
that the zombie. We'll say that all 3 of them are caught. I'll be nice.
Yes. Thank you.
That's okay. Let's see what we've got going on here.
Look at my feet.
Benevolent DM.
Oh, and of course the experiments have to roll a d4, right?
Naturally. All of them.
And they have to roll d4. In my
I mean, it doesn't matter because a 16 would still beat the dex saving throw.
Yeah.
So, and the
Before the
shroom
on?
guy,
Oh, he's not.
the shroom guy didn't get bane. So, one of them, however, which is the second one,
Got a
in
net
that.
one.
So this one here, yeah.
Nice.
He's gone.
Oh no.
And
Bye.
Whoops. They're all gone. I
Okay,
did it.
bear
Don't
with
worry,
me
everyone.
one
I saved the
second.
world.
Oh,
I
they just
wonder
okay.
if
so
they
it,
cut.
it it is in fact just the shroom guy that's left. Guy with the bits
Nice.
and bobs on him. So I'm gonna add him in. I accidentally deleted them all then. Nobody saw that. We'll add them in there.
Oh, what?
And yes, all is well.
Okay.
So after Tamer, we go back to this guy, I think. So I'll just move him below because he was the last. Technical difficulties. Let's
Woo, playing D&D
there.
online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's pretty crispy right now, Tamer. You know,
Good.
he's
Just how
looks
I like it.
straight at you. And he's going to try and send you to sleep. He sends out
Oh.
some sleepy spores towards you.
Night, night.
You've got to meet it to beat it. And you met it.
Team,
Just
baby. Oh.
for the folks at
Oh,
home,
that got close.
Jaxis needed to get a 13 and got a 13. So, whew, you're not asleep. Let's see if he
Okay.
plonks you over the head with a fist.
Ah. Oh.
Nope, absolutely not. No problem.
Rubbish.
Oh, no.
Rubbish.
What is going on, guys? What's going on?
You're too
Oh, you tell
powerful.
me.
It's
You made this rubbish.
retribution.
Cathar, carry on. Just destroy me. It's fine.
Yes, I shall.
Oh, God.
I'm
I love it.
gonna hit it with my dancing rapier, and then I
Okay.
am going to lob a crossbow bolt at it. Oh
Fantastic.
God! In that order, presumably. Yeah, there we go. Attack.
That's a hit.
All right.
16.
Oof.
Yeah, they're not really wearing
Alright.
much armor. It's just spores that's keeping him up and going.
Oh, that makes sense.
They're pretty
And then
tough
we will-
scores, so.
We will hand crossbow him.
Let's see how the hand crossbow goes, and we'll talk this through. It's a good hit.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Well done.
Oh, okay. I'll take it.
Yeah, you take it, right? That's no big
Yeah.
deal. Still going, still feeling pretty strong. This looks like it's going to take a few big hits. You could have it down before it takes another turn, I think, if you all kind of work together on it. Leads me on to Myron. Before that, so the dancing rapier, let's say, cuts across the back of one knee, puts it down to one knee on the floor, which means that as the crossbow bolt lands straight in the shoulder, he's not able to duck out of the way or move, and it just goes, he just kind of pulls it out to one side.
Nice.
Myron, over to you.
I'm so excited. I want it to die. So I want to move my
Gossip.
character. I'm such a monster. What has become of me?
Oh my god.
Okay, I just want to move over there, and then.
Yeah,
I
if
just
we put
wanna
you there,
be
you
like-
you can have an advantage against it versus the spiritual weapon. Do that.
Yes.
Hey,
Okay, so that's a
there we
good
go.
thing. Okay. So
Yeah.
I want to grab my sword and then look at Tamor and just smirk and go, haha, what's this? And I just want to whack it like a beast
Oh.
right in the head. I just want to like.
So the good
Nice.
news is that you can use this. This is two-handed now as well, so you get versatile damage because you've not got a shield, right?
yeah.
Oh.
I'm so excited.
Oh my
Like,
god.
what is happening to me?
Gossip,
Man, I
like-
feel like I have like 99
Gossip.
attack. Okay, hit this
Oh
button.
Let's
my
go.
god.
So then do I roll at advance? No, just attack it and just roll.
No, you roll an advantage. Yeah, attack and then advantage.
Nice.
Ah,
So number one's a solid hit.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna damage it. Normal. Just hit that button.
No, versatile normal.
Oh, I
So
okay, ignore that. then.
we'll scrap that off. That's fine. Click versatile
There
and
you
then
go.
normal because you're doing it two-handed.
I like that one better.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm not
does
surprised,
more
right?
damage.
Like you've gone. Oh my goodness. Okay.
And I
Right,
still have another attack.
Oh,
Is this how you guys feel you do PVM content? Is that
Yes.
just like I'm so powerful?
No, that
Especially
involves
when
me
you
actually
kill a
being good
Rex.
at it.
Oh no.
Okay.
So I wanna so as my sword goes through this way, I just wanna pick it up and go in the opposite direction and just whack it. And it's like
Oh, I love
if
it.
it dies,
I love
if
it.
it dies, I wanna let out this like not like evil, but just be like like at the end, just like out of pure excitement.
Lots of
Go for it.
oh my gosh.
What is wrong with me? Okay, I'm just gonna
Oh my
attack
gosh.
it. At advantage again,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Oh my god, this is my
Oh my
moment.
gosh.
That's a hit.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
roll for
Oh my
versatile.
gosh.
Yes!
Hey!
Gossip.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Okay. it's good.
Hello?
And the second slice, you cut him plain in two, and he's dead. Well done. You've defeated
Wow,
the
good
guy.
job, Gossip.
Thank you.
Amazing.
I'm just gonna like
Oh,
calm down and be
man.
like, saw nothing.
With the final enemy defeated, you can easily tell that the evil from this lab has gone. There's no more liquid in these vile experiments, and everything is as it should be. You make your way back towards the cathedral.
Okay. As we're walking,
Let's,
I'd like to look over at Myron and just say, now I see where the Iorwith get their reputation from.
I'm just gonna give a wink, and then just like pat her on the side, be like, "Yep."
Just yup.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
That's
it.
dark.
There
That's
it
dark.
is.
We're talking about an entire civil war.
Yep.
Sorry. Totally out of character, I'm sorry. But Jesus. Oh yeah,
Alright,
I
Chris, go
slaughtered
ahead.
the other 7 clans. No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. There's nothing.
No one, we don't want to talk about it.
Water under the bridge.
So you return to the generals, and they are jubilant and excited at once about your fantastic victory. Everybody is cheering. There's even a small smirk on the face of Krill.
Hmm.
And
I've never
all of
seen
a
him smile
sudden,
this much.
the generals stop. Fear glazed over their eyes. Krill begins a long, deep growl. He has returned.
Ooh.
And to see who he is, you'll have to tune in next week to see how our adventurers deal with it.
No.
Thank you so much from all of the folks at Jagex and from myself, Chris, at rolldar.co.uk. Guys, any last words before we finish off tonight to our intrepid viewers and the true heroes of Gielinor?
It's true.
Thank
Tune
you
in
so
next
much for
time.
watching. Yes.
Yes. Thank you for watching all
Oh
of our
man,
crazy.
I'm so excited.
Appreciate it. It's been great.
Do
I
your
hope next
homework.
time we're all gonna die.
Don't drink too much wine.
When in doubt,
And we'll all see
Always
you
here.
soon.
Yes.
Thanks so much, guys. Thank you for a great evening, and we will all see you on the next episode and the final episode of the Old God Wars. Thanks so much. Good night.
Oh.